Welcome to Eagles pregame for the first time here in the 2025 season for Pella Christian. They will host the Norsemen of Roland Story for the first time ever tonight. And we also have a new first-timer in the booth here with us, Jake Fancher, on the microphone for the first time. Jake Fancher, thanks for joining us this season. Looking forward to a great year of football.
Thanks, Tyler. I'm looking forward to it. Should be a great year.
That it should be. Again, I'm Tyler Crabb, and we will have all of Pella Christian's action for you here this year on the Pella Christian YouTube channel, as well as 92.1 KRLS and the KRLS2 stream. Tonight we're here on KRLS, and let's start off by looking at tonight's starting lineups presented by Pella Real Estate Services. We'll start with the Norseman for Roland Story, and we're going to double check here real quick. We'll give you the starters for who's going to be on the field first. They did not show us. I saw they were just doing the coin toss, but defensively, we'll do that for Roland Story. Defense for Roland Story tonight. Nose guards number 50, Jake Rogers, a senior. The two defensive ends are junior 75, Gavin Jeter, and senior number 59, Blake Nelson. At will linebacker, or the weak side outside linebacker, junior number 18, Wyatt Ramus. At Mike linebacker, junior number 5, Tucker Hawkins. At inside linebacker, senior number 22, Cody Long. At strong side outside linebacker, or Sam, that is number 55, Carter Barber, the junior. At the boundary cornerback spot, which is the short side of the field, for those of you unfamiliar with that terminology, that's going to be the junior number 12, Jake Knoll. The field side, or the bigger side of the field cornerback, will be the junior number 7, Luke Thorson. Free safeties, the junior number 30, Aiden Fry, and the senior number 11, Blake Larson, is the strong safety. Your starters for Pella Christian on offense, it's going to be junior number 11, Brecken Ritzert. Senior number 21, Logan Nunnikovens at running back. Your three receivers tonight are junior number 1, Elias Keegan, senior number 17, Riley Vincent, and junior number 23, Caleb Bulk. At tight end, it's senior number 7, Garrett Wheelard. Left tackle, junior number 57, Connor Knipper. Left guard, sophomore number 72, Louis Miniga. Center, senior number 50, Hunter Vanderlinden. Right guard, senior number 55, Toby Belzer. And right tackle is the senior number 66, Gage Denner. Those are your starting lineups presented by Pella Real Estate Services. They're a full-service brokerage with a lineup that includes residential and commercial real estate, acreages, property management, storage facilities, and short and long-term rental options. Call 628-1BUY for Pella Real Estate Services. And we're going to go ahead and take another timeout. We'll hear from Coach Kek Marinsky and Pella Christian, his thoughts on tonight's game when we return on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. I know one of those things you highlighted was just maybe some of the execution things. There were some plays that worked out really well. There were some plays where, Newton got the better of you just because of that execution. Throughout practice this week, how have you guys worked to kind of clean up some of those things so that this matchup against Roland Story, not walking away saying some of those things after the game against the Norsemen?
Well, that's exactly right. That's really been our focus. In fact, we only added one or two things this week. And we felt like we have our packages in that we need, and we just need to improve our execution. So we got down to brass tacks this week. We were blocking and we were tackling. We were running our base stuff on both sides of the ball and in the special team. So that really was our point of emphasis this week, was just cleaning up some of the mistakes. I was able to show the team on Monday in the film room that when we do our assignments, when we do what we're supposed to do, that's when we had great plays. When we had busts or loafs or missed assignments, then that's when plays did not go well against Newton. So I think that was really good. The scrimmage last Friday night was really good for us. Newton's a nice football team, and so they really, I hope they have a great year. I think they will, but they really helped us get ready. So again, I think we did some 7-on-7 things this summer, had the scrimmage against Newton. So I'm pleased with where we're at right now on the eve of Game 1.
And just looking at this game, too, because, I know that it's maybe something that it can kind of sound like a cliche at times, is momentum. And you look at this, and we talked about this even the week prior, that this is not an easy start to the season for the Eagles. I know the preseason rankings aren't necessarily always accurate, but a lot of teams that are expected to be really good right off the bat to a game like how do you kind of view this game in terms of the momentum for the rest of this season, knowing that you're not going into it with very many free weeks on the schedule?
Well, I think we evaluated last year, and one of the things we evaluated is we did not get out of the gate fast enough last year. We did not get out of the gate well enough, and we were not able to generate that momentum that would carry us through the non-district schedule into the district schedule and then obviously into the playoffs. So that was a point of emphasis for us. We used the phrase, get an edge, looking for an edge, all the way back in the start of training camp. And so I think our players really responded to that. So I feel like we are further ahead than we've been. So I'm excited to see us, get started into the regular season. But yes, obviously, winning the first game, playing well in your first game, creates some momentum in of itself that you can parlay into more momentum, subsequent momentum down in weeks to follow. So, yeah, big night, big chance for us to get started out. But again, I just want to say, really proud of our kids that have worked really hard and prepared well. So, really enjoyed that.
They have done a great job, and we saw the benefits of that in the scrimmage as well. Just kind of looking at tonight's matchup, for our fans that are here, for our fans that are listening at home or watching on the Pella Christian YouTube channel, just looking at this matchup, if there's one thing you want them to watch for here in week 1, beyond just maybe like how hard the kids are working, what would be one area of the game where you think that fans should really kind of keep their eye on here early in the season to really kind of showcase the work that the kids have put in?
Well, obviously, you go into first game, and historically, turnover margin and conditioning are two things that oftentimes, will determine the outcome of the opener. So, obviously, we're going to try and play a lot of kids, but hopefully, the big thing is we got to take care of the football ball security. And then I'd say probably the other big thing is the line of scrimmage. Newton has some big physical dudes last week, and when we played low and played hard, we were able to compete with them and have some success. When we stood up and did not play with a good pad level, they just wrecked us. So that's been a point of emphasis all week, and I think that's probably going to be the key to the game tonight, is who can play with a lower pad level and who can win on the line of scrimmage, because as we all know, whether you're going to run it or you're going to throw it, that all starts up front. So I'm encouraged by our what progress we've made this week, and we didn't play horrible last week against Newton, but they definitely exposed some poor technique here and there and some bad pad levels. So it's a good wake-up call for our guys, and so I'm encouraged by that. That's going to probably be a key for us tonight.
One thing that is also encouraging, Coach, is it's not 100 degrees tonight, which is going to be great. So we're looking forward to a great night of football and a great night of weather here as well. Coach, we appreciate all the time that you put into Eagles football and talking with us about it, and looking forward to a fun opening night here against Roland Story.
Thank you, Tyler.
Absolutely. That was Rich Kakmarinsky, head coach of the Pella Christian football team. We'll be back with more Eagles pregame on 92.1 KRLS, breaking down the matchup between Pella Christian and Roland Story here for week 1.
Celebrate Labor Day weekend with Hy-Vee and our 3-day sale, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Party-sized bags of Doritos, Ruffles, and Frito-Lay chips are $3.99 each. And Hy-Vee hamburger or hot dog buns are $1.38 each. Get a 24-pack of Hy-Vee drinking water for $1.99 with a limit of 2. And cans of Bush's Baked Beans are only $1.77, a limit of 2. Find these deals and tons more at our 3-day sale, Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee. Happy Labor Day.
If you're like a lot of local businesses, you know it's important to have a presence on social media, but you don't have time to put any real thought into it or actually post regularly. At KNIA KRLS, we offer social media management through our Iowa Digital Connect division. You'll have a dedicated strategist who will come up with content ideas based on your goals and objectives and then make the posts for you on a consistent basis. If you have a sales representative that you already work with, just ask them about our social media management options or reach out to us online at iowadigitalconnect.com.
It's football time here on Eagle Lane. Pella Christian versus Roland Story. The 2025 season kicking off now for the Eagles. Our game time temperature presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating, 78 degrees. It's a beautiful night for football here in the Tulip City. As Pella Christian and Roland Story get ready to square off. That's our game time temperature presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating, your local cooling and heating experts. You'll rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear
Van Haften.
There they are. All right, the colors of the game presented by Michelle Gritter's Lux Photography. For Roland Story, it's all white uniforms with black numbers and chrome silver helmets tonight. Your colors for the Eagles, the maroon home uniforms with the gold pants, the gold jerseys, gold numbers, and the maroon PC on the helmets. Those are your colors of the game presented by Michelle Gritter's Lux Photography, where your story becomes a masterpiece. It is time for the opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply. For Roland Story, it'll be Cody Long, that is number 23. Carson Hartman kicking it off, and the return for the Eagles will be made by number 7, Garrett Wheelard. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line, and that'll be where the Eagles offense, led by Brecken Ritzer, will start things off here as you're listening to Pella Christian Football, powered by Bank Iowa on 92.1 FM KRLS Knoxville Pella Newton and KRLS HD1 Knoxville Pella Newton. Everyone has a goal, an inspiration, a reason for being, whatever that is for you. Bank Iowa says,
let's make it happen.
All right, so Pella Christian with Brecken Ritzer at quarterback, Landon Nunakoven at running back, 3 receiver set, Riley Vincent and Caleb Volk to the right, Elias Keegan to the left. It's going to be a quarterback power for Brecken Ritzer on the right side. He's got a hole. He's at the 40. He's at the 45, 50. He's got him. Brecken Ritzer, one play. Touchdown, Eagles. Brecken Ritzer taking his 68 yards to the house. And the Eagles' first play scoring here. What a way to start off your season in Class 2A. Jake Fancher.
Oh boy, way to start. That was some great blocking on the outside, and Brecken just showed his speed going down the sidelines. Wow.
Yeah, coming off of our opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply and Penley Your Only, locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier. One play for Brecken Ritzer. The Eagles are on the scoreboard as Brecken goes 68 yards on the opening play from scrimmage, and the Eagles are up 6-0, and it's going to be the sophomore Dallas Ford on to attempt a point after attempt. Great freshman season and the goal for the Eagles soccer team last year. He'll come out for his first point after attempt of the year. Puts it through 7-0 Pella Christian early on in this one over Roland Story. There is 11:43 left in the first quarter. Back after this on 92.1 KRLS.
Who's always open? Anytime Fitness. For the last 16 years, Anytime Fitness has been open 24 hours a day, every day of the year. Our award-winning gym allows you to work out on your schedule. With state-of-the-art equipment, expert trainers, a welcoming community, and the convenience of around-the-clock access, you're sure to find a fitness home with us. It's your fitness, done your way, at Anytime Fitness in Pella.
Hi, this is Allie, owner of Thistle's Flower Market. Whether you're planning a wedding, hosting an event, or looking to brighten someone's day, let us help you make it unforgettable. From stunning wedding florals to everyday gift deliveries, we're here to bring joy and beauty to your special moments. Located in downtown Pella, Thistle's has been serving our community for almost 40 years. Thistle's Flower Market, making every moment unforgettable.
Welcome back here on 92.1 KRLS. It's already 7-0 Pella Christian over Roland Story with 11:43 to go in the first quarter as Brecken Ritzert, 68 yards on the first play from scrimmage to the house. The Eagles striking early here on the Norseman of Roland Story. And man, what a start. I mean, Brecken told me before the game, we're going to run it right at him on the first play. He told me exactly what to expect. I knew it was coming. I wasn't going to give it away. But man, I'll tell you what. That is a special play. It's a great blocking.
That was some great blocking. I went back and looked at the play, and Caleb Volk had a great block on the outside linebacker, and that really sprung him.
Yeah, I mean, just absolutely phenomenal execution. And Brecken Ritzert now going to do the kicking duties for the Eagles here from the 40. Back deep for the Norseman here, number 30, excuse me. That'll be Aiden Fry. And actually returning this ball will be number 6, Logan Smith, and the Eagles will be all over him at the 25-yard line. That'll be where he is spotted down, and that'll be where the Norsemen take over as they look to try to answer here with a fairly young squad and a sophomore at quarterback in Colin Willis.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. He threw 18 passes last year, so we'll be able to see quickly how he's going to fare against us here.
Yeah, to his right in the backfield is Cody Long, who's sporting a cast on that right hand. He's got the club, in essence, there, and the Eagles are going to blitz right away, expecting the ball to go to Cody Long. It does. The Norsemen will fall forward for, looks like they're going to give him 2 or 3 yards there. We'll see where the official spot comes in. They're going to give him a full 3 on the fall forward there, but the Eagles defense all over the run there from Cody Long. So early on, they're going to ease Willis into this game here a little bit. To the left will be the receivers, Logan Smith and Luke Thorson. And to the right side, it looks like that'll be number 30, Aiden Fry. Willis, a wide snap. It's going to be a screen pass to number 6, Logan Smith. He'll fall forward on the tackle by Elias Keegan. Make it a 3rd and 1 here at the 34-yard line. So I would expect to see the ball in the hands of Cody Long here yet again for the Norsemen on 3rd and 1 from their own 34 with 10:48 to go in the first quarter and the clock rolling downward. The Norsemen will line up. It'll be 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Willis in the backfield with Long. The Eagles defensive front trying to get set up. They're going to give it to Long. He'll slip through one tackle, make one man miss. He'll bounce out to the 45, across the 45, out to the 47-yard line. That'll be enough for a Roland Story first down on the pickup of 13 by Cody Long.
Yeah, he made a shifty little move in the backfield and got by our first wave of defense, and it's pretty fast.
Yeah, he was able to use a quick burst to get up there and gain that 13 yards for the Norsemen. They're going to rely on him heavily here with a younger group in the passing game, are the Norsemen. So 10:04 to go in the first quarter. They're going to fake the handoff to Long. It's going to be a reverse to the outside to number 30, Aiden Fry. And not fooled by that play was Landon Nunakoven. He stayed home at the corner position, was there to stick him for a gain of 1 yard.
Actually, I think that was Caleb Volk that stayed home.
You're right.
So
21 and 23 both out there.
It's a great job just playing your position, playing your assignments.
Yeah, thank you for picking that up. I forgot Landon's at backer this year. It's going to be an option play. They're going to pitch it to Long on the outside. He'll make Ritzert miss, but Ritzert was able to grab the foot and trip him up. He slid up to the 49-yard line for a gain of 3 yards there, so 3rd and 6. So the long opportunity here for the Norsemen as they make it across the 50 here.
This is a big play. I think if we can stop them, I think they'll punt.
Yeah, this would be a big momentum play here. Willis in the shotgun. It's another option play. They toss it to Long. He made one more guy miss, made 2 miss. Now he's making a 3rd miss as he falls to the 35. Man, I'll tell you what, Cody Long may only have the one hand to carry the football with, but the legs are working just fine tonight. He's making guys miss left and right.
Yeah, he should have been dropped for about 3 or 4 yard loss. And hopefully we can clean up those missed tackles because we're getting in there and getting pressure on them.
Yeah, they just sent him to the bench as Jake Knoll's now going to come into the backfield to handle the running responsibilities. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end is to the right as well. It's going to be a handoff left to Knoll. He'll bounce off a couple of his own offensive linemen down to the 30 here for a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 now for the Norsemen, who have found success in the running game. The Eagles need to be a little bit more stout there against the run.
Yeah, we need to fight off our blocks a little bit harder and wrap up. They're falling forward for about 2 or 3 yards every carry.
That they are. Got to drive those legs. It's something that Coach Kekmarinsky preached at some of our pregame talks. Handoff goes back to Knoll. This time he's across the 25. He's going to get all the way up to about the 23 or 22 yard line there for another pickup of 7 or 8 yards. It'll be another Roland Story first down as they approach the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone here for the first time tonight. 7:45 to go in the first quarter. Pella Christian leads at 7-0 on the 68-yard touchdown run by Brecken Ritzert to open things up here. The Eagles defense got to figure something out here against the run as Jake Knoll gets ready to run. Motion man is number 1, Trevor Britton. Now they're going to send Knoll in motion, and they're going to throw a screen pass to Luke Thorson. Thorson, though, is bottled up, and I don't think he got anywhere on that one.
No, that's a great play by Wyatt Bonnet, number 10. Just wrapped him up, grabbed his ankles, and held on.
Yeah, it looks like they did give him about half a yard to a yard, so 2nd and 9 upcoming here technically from the 22-yard line here for the Norsemen. So far it's been conservative with Willis here early on, letting him get eased into the game here as Cody Long steps back into the backfield. And he's been very good. Eagles showing blitz. They are going to blitz. And hit as he threw is going to be Landon Nunakoven on the blitz, hitting Colin Willis, and the throw was well off the mark of the intended target, Aiden Fry. I think he maybe wanted a little interference because there was some contact between him and Volk, but that ball was not going to be anywhere close.
Yeah, I think Nunakoven got a little bit of his arm too as he went, so maybe they counted that as a tip. Yeah,
exactly right. So here we go. Long 3rd down, 3rd and 9 from the 22 here for this Roland Story offense. We'll see if they go to Cody Long. He's been the guy they have relied on here. They're going to fake it, and it's going to be a receiver pass. Throwing it deep is going to be number 30, Aiden Fry. Well off the mark. He threw that one basically to the sideline looking for Luke Thorson and out of bounds. So 4th and 9 from the 22-yard line. Big decision here for the Norsemen.
Yeah, I don't know about their field goal kicker, but first drive, I don't think they're going to do it. They're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to go for this. I mean, you're not in a bad spot if you miss this either, because you're putting them still deeper than they even started their first drive. So, but see what you can figure out here. It's going to be 2 receivers to the right, a tight end to the right, and a receiver to the left. Running back is to the right of Willis. He'll drop back to pass. He's looking over the middle, and he fires it. Brecken Ritzert with the interception. He's at the 20. 25 makes a man miss at the 30. He's to the 35 and run out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Brecken Ritzert about to start to a senior year. We got a pick, and we got a 68-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, you couldn't script it any better for him for his senior year.
I mean, this is unbelievable start for number 11 for the Eagles. Brecken Ritzert, he is on fire tonight. And it's a pretty, I mean, we're way early on this one, but you look at player of the game status right now. I mean, 2 huge opening drives here for the senior Brecken Ritzert. Oh, we give our Randall Roofing Raise the Roof moment of the game out as well here. Brecken Ritzert, 68 yards on the opening drive, interception. You can't script up 2 better drives for the senior. That's very worthy of our Randall Roofing Raise the Roof moment of the game for the senior number 11, Brecken Ritzert, who will now take the field back at quarterback. And that is our Randall Roofing Raise the Roof moment of the game presented by Randall Roofing. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. All right, so Landon Nunnakoven's going to line up to the left of Breckenridge this time. One receiver left, two to the right. Handoff's going to go to Nunnakoven to the right side, trying to outrun one guy. Able to do that. Outruns another guy. Made another one miss, and is finally pushed out of bounds at around the 40-yard line.
Aiden Fry got the tackle.
There we go. Aiden Fry coming up to make the play from the safety spot. It's a gain of 2 for Landon. A lot more work for 2 yards there, but a great run there by Landon, who is kind of a Swiss Army knife for this Eagles squad.
Yeah, those linebackers for the Norsemen are pretty fast, and they had to outrun Cody Long, and then he got outside and got caught. But
yep, they're going to go back to Nunnakoven this time up the middle, and he'll spin over the top of a defender up to the 43-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 3 upcoming for Pella Christian, who leads 7-0 with 6:17 to go in the first quarter. We're approaching a quick transition time here. We do have some Pingles Home Store Instant Radio updates to give. Norwalk 7, Indianola 7. 8:43 left in the first quarter. Eli Robbins, a 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown for the Warriors after Ryland Hilton caught a 47-yard touchdown from Asher Brick for Indianola. So trading some points there. Pella 2, Ballard 0. 8:47 to go in the first quarter. So a safety for the Dutch across town. And Pella Christian will burn the first. Pella Motors time out of the game. At Pella Motors, you're going to drive away happy. That is the Pella Motors guarantee. Gives us a chance to look at our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Again, our score, Pella Christian 7, Roland Story 0, 5:45 to go in the first quarter. Pella leads Ballard 2-0, 8:47 to go in the first quarter. Norwalk and Indianola tied at 7-7, 8:43 to go in the first quarter. And we do not have a score yet. Knoxville doesn't start until 7:30 tonight against Centerville. And Newton versus Carlisle. It looks like we're just about ready to. We do have our first score there. Carlisle 7, Newton 0, 6:52 to go in the first quarter. That's the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Marion County's financial leader is Marion County Bank, with offices in Pella, Knoxville, and Milford, Dallas. They're serving you and building community across the county. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. We've mentioned it a couple times, but we started off in a big way. Breckenridge 68-yard touchdown run for Pella Christian to get things started on the first play from scrimmage. Has Pella Christian up 7-0, and then Ritzer adding an interception. That's in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
And Ritzer going to hand off to Nunnakoven again, this time to the right side. Nunnakoven, no space to go anywhere. Let's see if they give him the 44. They will. So they give, or the 43, excuse me. They give him the 43. So they got back to the original line of scrimmage, but nothing else for the Eagles as they will line up to punt this ball. Ritzert is the punter here for the Eagles. So he'll line up for Pella Christian to punt this thing away. 2 men back deep, Aiden Fry and Luke Thorson ready to return this kick from Ritzert. Ritzert, punt away, high spiraling punt, fair caught, called by Aiden Fry. He'll catch it at the 19, and that'll be where the Norsemen take over. Again, Pella Christian leads at 7-0 with 4:58 to go in the first quarter. Game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric while we're at it. Again, 4:58 in this opening quarter. Pella Christian 7 on the touchdown run from Brecken Ritzert. Roland Story stalls out on their first drive. Throws an interception caught by Brecken Ritzert. Eagles stall out on their second drive. That's a game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric, where they're wired for excellence. So the Norsemen set to take over here. They're going to line up with 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They're going to hand it off to Cody Long. Cody Long makes one man miss. He's across the 30 to the 35, 40. At the 45, he will be brought down at midfield. I'll tell you what, Cody Long has been the thorn in the side for the Eagles here in this opening quarter. He is so shifty, and the Eagles have just not been able to bring him down.
Yeah, he's not going to get tackled by any arm tackles. Here, you're going to have to lower your shoulder and put it into him, because he's running through tackles like nobody's business.
Yeah, we do have a Pingles Home Store Instant Radio update. 9-0. Pella now leads Ballard. 5:34 to go in the first quarter. Harrison Mullins 23-yard touchdown from Michael Manning. Let's start off the touchdowns for the Dutch. Handoff's going to go to Jake Knoll this time. Riley Vincent and number 71 Tyson Vanderland in there to make the tackle. After a gain of 2, so 2nd and 8 upcoming for the Norsemen with 4:10 to go in the first quarter. Clock continues to run down here. And Jake, I would say that, it feels we've got plenty of opportunities for these, but I'd say it's an urgent situation right now. The Eagles figure out this rushing attack because that's really been the only thing that's gashed them tonight. I'm not as worried about them throwing. It's going to be a screen pass, and Willis fires that one well off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, the timing on that was off. He hit the running back on the fake going by and bobbled the ball, and then threw it wild. Yeah, we need to stop them here on third down. You need to focus on Cody Long to make good tackles. Just go right through his body.
Yeah, and I say it's odd to call it an urgent situation, but it feels like right now, the way that you're allowing them to run the ball, it's a dangerous situation for yourself because right now, if you can make them pass, you feel really good because they have not been able to do that with much success. So if you can stop the run, you're in a good spot. Urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center. That's going to be a pass to Long out of the backfield. No one home. Long will make one guy miss, make it down to the 30. That's a gain of 18 and a first down for the Norsemen. Maybe I should amend my statement instead of stopping the run, stop Cody Long because he's the only guy hurting you.
I think they're trying to get him the ball any way possible because he lined up in the slot, did a little out route, and everybody left, and man, he was wide open. It was within 5-6 yards of him.
All right, and Willis going to be back to pass. He's looking over the middle, and he well overthrows Trevor Britton, who would have probably had a walk-in touchdown had the throw been on target. He got up the seam there right between a pair of the Eagles defenders and probably wasn't going to be challenged to score that ball there. But
yeah, that's a good throw.
Fortunate.
That's an easy touchdown.
Yeah, I was going to say, fortunate for the Eagles there. Eagles student section coming in here in a little bit to play in this equation, and we're ready for second and long, second and 10 from the 31. I expect Cody Long to get this football going to the left. They're going to motion a man into the backfield to be the lead blocker here for Long. They're going to hand it off to Long up the middle. He slipped through number 66, Gage Dinner, but a pair of Eagles were there to make the play at the 29-yard line.
28, I think.
I say I can't see on that
20.
far side.
I think you're right. 28.
Say, yeah, it's kind of waiting for the officials because everyone's crowding in front of the sticks there to where you can't see the actual yardage mark on the side of the field. They are going to give them the 28, as Jake said. So gain of 3, 3rd and 7 for Roland Story from the Eagles' 28-yard line. Willis is back to pass. He's looking for Thorson and throws it high, and they're going to get Jude Lubbers for pass interference.
Yeah, they tried a little double move, and Jude kind of held him as he was going back out to the outside.
Yeah, Jude's just got to know to get the hands off there as soon as you see the ball because that ball was going to be high as well. But that's going to move Roland Story into the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone here on the penalty. And we'll give Roland Story a free first down. So I would imagine here, now that you get 3 fresh downs in the red zone here for Roland Story, expect a heavy dose, Cody Long. Here we go. So 1st and 10 as they reset the sticks. Now at the 14-yard line is the Norseman on the 14-yard penalty. Roland Story snapped the ball. Maybe this is going to be a warning, but I think typically this should be an illegal procedure to snap the ball before the before the ball has been put in play. I could be remembering that wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one.
It's been a long week, so. I know that rule, and on a normal week I might remember that rule off the top of my head.
It's only week 1.
Exactly. I formation now for Roland Story. They'll turn, hand to Cody Long up the middle, and right there was number 71, Tyson Vanderlinden, and he has found some success getting into the backfield now. Long was still able to lean forward for 2 yards there as Vanderlinden kind of had to lay out because of the shiftiness of Long, but did a good job to limit the gain there as now they're going to take Long off the field here.
Yeah, they did a great job of initial hit and then gang tackling. That's what they're going to have to do.
Yep, Willis back to pass. He was alone in the backfield. He's going to find Jake Knoll. It's going to be Jude Lubbers bringing him down with the help of Elias Keegan right at the 1-yard line. That was a fortunate break there for the Eagles and looked like he was going to get across the goal line. Held him up for now, but still an opportunity here with 1:38 to go in the first quarter. Roland Story trails 7-0. Pella Christian trying to preserve that 7-0 lead here. Jake Knoll in the backfield. I would expect the run yet again here from the Norsemen. We'll see if the Eagles can hold them one more time. No, it's going to be Willis on the fade ball. And instead, it was a hitch to Luke Thorson. Touchdown, Roland Story. 7-6 with 1:20 to go in the first quarter. The Norsemen answer back. We've got a tie ball game. As Connor Willis able to find the receiver, Luke Thorson, on the outside for the stop route touchdown.
He's probably gonna be the favorite target for him tonight. He caught 20 balls last year, 4 touchdowns. So he knows how to get there.
That he does. Cale Faber is on to attempt the point after for the Norsemen. He'll kick this one, and he kicked it right into the legs of his offensive lineman. So Pella Christian maintains a 7-6 lead. 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Back after this on 92.1 KRLS.
When storms strike or shingles fail, trust Central Iowa Roofing, a certified Owens Corning preferred contractor. For new construction, Central Iowa Roofing is your local roofing expert. Call Central Iowa Roofing today or visit centraliowaroofinginc.com. Central Iowa Roofing, specializing in happy customers.
This is Holden DeVries with Aspen Outdoor Services. We want to be your go-to partner for lawn care, landscaping, and property maintenance. We offer full scope of outdoor services, including mowing, spraying, trimming, yard cleanup, and landscaping. This fall we will be busy cleaning up leaves, and during the winter we offer snow removal for both residential and commercial customers. We're here to make your outdoor projects simple and stress-free. Get started today by visiting AspenOutdoorsPella.com.
Welcome back here on 92.1 KRLS. Kickoff goes to Landon Nunnikoven this time from Cale Faber. He'll get it out to the 28, 29-yard line, roughly, and that'll be where Pella Christian will start. Looks like they're going to give him the 29 following the score by Roland Story to make it a 7-6 ball game as Colin Willis found his top target, Luke Thorson, on the stop route in the end zone for the touchdown, but the extra point missed, so the Eagles maintain a 7-6 lead. Could be huge. But again, Jake, I go back to our urgent situation. The Eagles got to find a way to slow down Cody Long so you can play a little bit more. You can play a little bit lighter in the pass coverage game there. Right now, kind of putting a lot on individual players because you're throwing so much at the run game.
Yeah, then they need to be able to tackle.
Brecken Ritzert with a dangerous throw over the middle, looking for Caleb Volk. Not sure what happened there, and looked like a miscommunication between Brecken and somebody, but nearly intercepted by Aiden Fry. Again, our urgent situation is presented by Pella Regional Health Center. If you need urgent health care today, be seen today at Pella Regional's walk-in clinics in Pella, Knoxville, or Ottumwa. Visit PellaHealth.org for hours and wait times.
Yeah, it looked like that safety just came up and read Brecken's eyes and closed on the ball.
And it looks like Roland Story set us in the blitz. They will. Brecken Ritzer makes one guy miss, stiff arms another, stays up at the 30 for a moment, able to fall forward to the 31 for a gain of 2, but the Eagles just really struggling to get anything going after that opening play, Jake.
Yeah, Roland Story had 10 guys on the line of scrimmage that play. It's really hard to block when they're bringing everybody.
That they are. So the Eagles trying to find something here offensively to keep this drive alive. Really don't want to have to punt in this situation if you're Pella Christian. Brecken Ritzert fakes the handoff. He's rolling right. He's going to throw it back over the middle to Garrett Wheeler, who will make the catch at around the 35, but it's going to be short of the sticks. They're going to actually say the 34. Almost thought that maybe the defender got there a touch early, but it's going to lead to a Pella Christian punt as the offense has just really not been able to find that stride after that opening touchdown run by Brecken Ritzert.
Yeah, he was pressured. He went a little deeper into his role than he wanted to. They put some good pressure on him that play.
That they did. So Ritzert going to line up to punt yet again. Aiden Fry and Luke Thorson back deep to receive the punt. And instead we're going to get another Pella Motors timeout here taken by the Eagles Actually, I take that back. We're going to end the first quarter. So we'll take a break. We'll be back on 82.1 KRLS. After this, Pella Christian 7, Roland Story 6 after 1.
If you're thinking about adding on an addition, building a new shop, or a new home, let our team at CenterPoint Electric get in on the planning process before weather shuts things down for the winter. We're here to help with any electrical project you have, big or small. We will create a customized plan just for you, from the placement of outlets and switches to sizing the circuits correctly. Our thorough approach ensures that your electrical system will meet your needs. Check us out online at centerpoint-electric.com. We're wired for excellence.
Whether it's navigating the uncharted waters of being a first-time business owner, expanding your business to meet growing demand, or investing in ways to propel your business to new heights, Bank Iowa can help you and your business take the next step, no matter how large or small it may be. So anything you can imagine, let's make it happen. Bank Iowa, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back here on 92.1 KRLS. Pella Christian football leads Roland Story 7-6 after one quarter of play. We go to the second, and the Eagles still just trying to find any sort of momentum. After a great start to the game, they scored less than 30 seconds in. Since then, it's been tough sledding as the Norsemen have kind of controlled the tempo of this game with the work of the one-handed Cody Long tonight, wearing that cast on the right hand of the club, if you will. He's been the workhorse right now, and he's been the most effective player for the Norsemen, and really the most effective player overall in this contest outside of Breckenridser, who has a long touchdown run and an interception.
Yeah, I think our line has got to be a little more physical, pushing their guys back, and then when we get to them, we got to tackle. We're missing too many tackles. To give credit to him, he's done a great job, but we're missing too many tackles just trying to arm tackle.
There we are. So Ritzer going to line up to punt this ball away from the right hash at the 34-yard line for Pella Christian. I believe that's Gary Wheeler, who's the long snapper.
Yeah, it is.
Couldn't quite see the number 7 there. Ritzer will punt this. This is another high, beautiful punt into the night sky. Fry looked like for a moment was having some trouble tracking it, but he'll catch it at the 25. Set Roland Story up there. So the Norsemen have 75 yards to go, and if you're Roland Story right now, why would you go anywhere else other than number 12? Number 22, excuse me. You got 22-12. It's week 1. We're still getting the eyes adjusted here, Jake.
Yep. Yeah, he's already got 67 yards, 7 carries, 67 yards, almost 10 yards a carry.
Yeah, the Eagles got to find a way to slow him down here. Willis takes the handoff. Guess what? Cody Long up the middle. The Eagles are there, but Long, even through a gang tackle of 3, falls forward for a solid gain of, I believe it's going to be 4 yards, make it 2nd and 6. They're going to give him all the way up to the 34-yard line from the 29-yard line, excuse me. I'm ahead of myself, but the 29-yard line from the 25 there, even though 3 guys on those legs. Tells you the power that Long has going up the middle there. Willis is going to throw this time. It's a hitch route to Thorson. He makes one man miss. He's got one man to beat. It's Elias Keegan at the 45, the 40, 30. Breckenridser will try to run him down. He's not going to do it. Luke Thorson will take this one 71 yards. The touchdown pass there from Willis to Thorson. And that's the problem we're running into right now is Willis maybe getting a little bit of confidence and one-on-one coverage because you have to dedicate so many people to Long. We got to find a way to slow him down so you can dedicate more to the passing game.
Yeah, that was only about a 5 to 7 yard pass, and then Thorson did it all himself.
Yeah, but prior to that pass, Willis was 5 of 9 for 36 yards. That's going to push his total up skyward quite a bit as we're going to get a 2-point try here from the Norsemen after they missed the field goal attempt last time by Faber, 12-7. Roland Story leads 11:15 to go in the second quarter. Willis is going to throw, and that throw was nowhere close to the intended target, Aiden Fry. So Pella Christian still only trails by 5, 12-7 with 11:15 to go in the second quarter. We're going to take another timeout back after this on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
CPAs are known for doing things by the numbers, but the accountants at Van Manen, Seastra, Meyer, and Nickel go beyond the numbers. They are committed to their clients to bring the best advice at competitive prices to ensure that you get the best service to meet your needs. They'll stand behind you in case you would ever need help, unlike most of the do-it-yourself tax services, with year-round advice for any life changes that may happen. And if you're unhappy with your current service, they are accepting new clients with a smooth and seamless transition.
Save time and gain peace of mind with Van Manen, Seastra, Meyer, and Nickel.
Are you a Pella Cooperative Electric member? Grab your keys and head over to the co-op on Saturday, September 13th for our Member Appreciation Drive-Thru Barbecue. The Marion County Cattlemen will be grilling up top-notch hamburgers and hot dogs from locally sourced beef. Stop by anytime between 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. or until supplies last. We'll also be giving away bill credits on our Facebook page the week of the event, so watch our page for details. We'll see you on Saturday, September 13th. Owned by those we serve, we are Pella Cooperative Electric.
All right, welcome back here on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. Pella Christian trails Roland Story 12-7 now, 11:15 to go in the second quarter. The Eagles really got to find something offensively here as this ball will be kicked. It's going to be Adam Kekmarinsky who will catch it. He's looking to get to the left side. He makes one guy miss. He's at the 35-40, 45-50, and Kekmarinsky's tripped up right at midfield. But how about a start for Adam Kekmarinsky? First time he touches the ball, puts the Eagles in positive territory here. Maybe that finds some spark for this offense and gets them rolling here, Jake.
Yeah, Adam's a kind of a shifty runner. He doesn't look like he's running it as fast as others, but man, he makes people miss, and his speed is deceiving.
And last week here at the scrimmage, we were joking. Rachel was joking with him about how he ran, and so Bindi told her, like, let's line up, let's race right now, let's see who's faster. Rachel didn't want to do that, so that tells you how fast, because Rachel, clearly a very good sprinter. Fake the handoff to Landon Nunakoven. Breckenridge will make a guy miss. He's at the 50, the 45, up to the 40, and out of bounds at the 37-yard line. There's some momentum for the offense of Pella Christian. It's been the legs of Breckenridge when we found that momentum.
Yeah, they really needed that. That was a nice fake, and the defense bid on it, and Brecken took it to the weak side. Nice run.
Yeah, got some Pingles Home Store instant radio updates to give here. Newton trailing Carlisle 14-0 in the second quarter. Pella leading Ballard 9-0 at the end of the first quarter. Again, Pella Christian trails 12-7 here in the second. Breckenridge looking over the middle. He's got Caleb Volk wide open, but he overshot him by about 2 yards. He had Volk, who was behind the defense there on the seam route, but just over the outstretched arms of Volk.
I think he threw it a beat before he wanted to. He had somebody bearing down on him pretty hard and just threw it just a beat before he wanted to.
Say if it, just a little bit of mustard off of it, Volk is putting Pella Christian back on top here. Second and long, 2nd and 10 here from the 38 for the Pella Christian Eagles. 10:56 to go in the second quarter. Ritzer going to run it up the middle. He'll get 2. Make it 3rd and 8 from the 36 this time for Pella Christian, but Ritzer has been the go-to man for the Eagles. Into the first quarter, Indianola missing a first field goal. 7-7, Indianola Norwalk remain tied. Again, that's at the end of the first quarter in our Pingles Home Store Instant Radio update. Brecken Ritzert back to pass. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking, he's lofting it for Caleb Volk. He'll reach out, make the catch. Thorson will toss him out of bounds, but a great job by Caleb Volk to pull that ball down at the 24-yard line and get the Eagles a first down.
That was critical to get that first down. Get them keep the momentum going. Get down to scoring position.
That it was. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 24-yard line here. 10:22 to go in the first quarter. Pella Christian trails Roland Story 12-7. But the Eagles are driving, trying to find that momentum to get back up there. They're going to fake the handoff to Nunakoven. Ritzer up the middle, made 4 guys miss in the backfield and gets us into the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone for the first time tonight at the 19-yard line on the 5-yard run. That was some shifty footwork there by Ritzer to find 5 yards.
I like that play. I think they're going to come back to that more and more. And Richard will give it off to Nunakoven every once in a while just to keep the defense honest, but I think that's a great play for them to run against this aggressive defense.
Well, with Nunakoven, you have to respect it, too, a little bit, so you hold that edge up just a little bit while letting Ritzer get up the middle there. Volk, Riley Vincent, and Elias Keegan are the receivers, but it's been the Eagles' rushing attack tonight as Ritzert going to roll left. He's looking for Garrett Wheeler, and I think that ball might have gotten batted down by number 59, Blake Nelson.
Yeah, he was under pressure. It was probably a good play that it didn't get there. I don't know if Garrett had much room anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say it was going to be a tough play regardless. So 3rd and 5 for the Pella Christian offense inside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone at the 19-yard line. It'll be Elias Keegan to the right side as a receiver, Riley Vincent and Caleb Volk to the left side, Landon Nunakoven to Richard's left in the backfield, and Garrett Wheeler, the tight end / H-back on the left side as well. Richard takes the snap. He's going to roll left. He's looking. He fires. He's got Caleb Volk wide open at the 10. He'll make a guy miss. Tiptoes inside the 5. Knocked out of bounds at the 4-yard, or at the 5, they're going to say. Caleb Volk and Brecken Richard connect yet again on a critical 3rd down, and the Eagles have 1st and goal at the 5.
That was a great play. Brecken and Caleb have a familiarity with each other. They've been playing together for a long time. You can just tell they know where each other's going to be.
Volk now going to move to the right side with Vincent. Keegan all by himself on the left. Nunakoven to the right, Wheeler to the right. And it's going to be power to the right for Richard. Through the arms of one defender up to the 3-yard line, a gain of 2 for Richard. 2nd and goal from the 3 upcoming for Pella Christian with 9:21 to go in the 2nd quarter as the Eagles try to answer back after Roland Story took the lead on the last possession. Who's Always Open presented by Anytime Fitness, Jake. It's been the legs of Brecken Richard. That's what's been open tonight. The Eagles have found success there, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I expect Brecken to either run it up the middle or roll out and have an option.
Yep, empty backfield. They faked the handoff to Nunakoven. Roland Story was all over that one as it was Richard up the middle again. But they read that one like a book, and Richard goes down back at the 5. Actually, that looks like they're going to even mark him back at the 6, so a loss of 3 there. Sets up 3rd and goal from the 6 for Pella Christian now. But Who's Always Open presented by Anytime Fitness. It has been Brecken Richard on the ground tonight. Richard taking a minute to update there. Richard with looks like up to 70 yards thus far, or a little more. That's What's Always Open presented by Anytime Fitness, the 24/7 gym that fits your lifestyle, your fitness, your way. Anytime Fitness. 3rd and goal from the 6. Richard is rolling to his right. He's looking to throw. He was looking for Caleb Volk, but Aiden Fry was sitting on that route, expecting it yet again. And Fry takes it away at the 5-yard line, so Roland Story will have to go 95 yards to score again, but they seem to have all the momentum right now after ending what looked like a promising Pella Christian drive.
Yeah, I think Pella Christian found some things they can exploit. I think they need to do maybe come away from a couple of those plays for a little bit, but I think we found some things we can build on.
Yeah, got to find something now defensively to stop Cody Long. He's going to get the ball on the first play here from inside the 5. The Eagles are all over it though, and they're going to maybe give Long a yard if they're generous here, but nothing much doing for Cody Long on that play. They do give him a yard. 2nd and 9 upcoming from the 6-yard line for Roland Story now.
A great play by Garrett Wheeler and Tyson Vanderlinden, gang tackling. They're doing a much better job in the 2nd quarter of tackling them and not letting them break through for extra yards.
So 2nd and 9 from inside their own 10 is the Norsemen. Looks like they're going to try and move Long to the other side. It's going to be a pass. They're going to look deep, and they're going to hit Thorson. Volk was there, but just couldn't get a hand on the ball. Thorson makes a nice play, moves the sticks for Roland Story, and right now it just feels like the Eagles' defense does not have an answer for what the Norsemen are doing.
Yeah, Caleb Volk was right there. Thought he was going to get a hand on it, but just right through his hands.
Yeah, they're going to give Caleb Volk a breather here. He's been a busy guy tonight, so Kendon Croyd going to come onto the field now. Handoff is going to go to Long. He'll make one guy miss in the backfield. He's across the 35, across the 40, now to the 43-yard line. And Cody Long taking over here for the Norsemen, who have just found all the momentum. 7:20 to go in the 2nd quarter, and it's 12-7 in favor of Roland Story. Casey Mister presented by the Veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. The Eagles opened this game on the right note with Brecken Richard going 68 yards to the house and then intercepting the Norsemen on the first drive they had offensively. Since then, it's been the ground game of Cody Long, and then Colin Willis taking advantage of some of the run defense for the Eagles here to explode for some long passing plays. Handoff's going to go back to Long. Made one more guy miss in the backfield. He'll gain 3 yards out to the 46 here. And Roland Story just continues to ride the hands of the senior Cody Long, who has been phenomenal for for Roland Story, 6:30 to go after the first down run there by Long. And that's, in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Willis hand off to Long yet again. Sorry, that's Jake Knoll this time. He breaks through. He's across the 40, out to the 38-yard line. Another Roland Story first down.
Yeah, I don't think anybody touched him for the first 7-8 yards. It's a great play by their offensive line.
It's going to be a gain of, I believe, like 15 or 20, somewhere in that ballpark. Math is not the strong suit, so I'm not going to claim it. When you flip the field, it gets even worse. So, nice long run there by Jake Knoll, nonetheless. As now Willis is going to pass. It's going to be a hitch route that's going to be dropped by number 6, Logan Smith there. He turned upfield before he had control of the ball and lost it, but never controlled it. The Eagles were hoping for a turnover there, but didn't get it. Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Not many new scores here, but Newton has finally got on the board. They trail Carlisle 14-7 in the second quarter. Indianola and Norwalk tied at 7s in the second quarter. Pella and Ballard 9-0 at the end of the first quarter. Knoxville and Centerville have not started yet. Our score is 12-7. Roland Story over Pella Christian with 5:40 to go. Handoff goes to Jake Knoll. He'll get brought down at the 34-yard line. Great shoestring tackle there by, I believe that was Landon Nunakoven.
Yep.
Again, our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard moments ago. Game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric. Roland Story 12, Pella Christian 7, 5:23 to go in the second quarter. Stick around for the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show coming up here in about 5 game minutes. And it's going to be Willis back to pass as a screen over the middle, and all by himself is number 6, Logan Smith. He will walk in untouched. And Roland Story has just found something here after that opening score. It woke something up in this Norseman after those 2 opening drives of the game, and they have looked unstoppable since. The Eagles got to find something defensively as they now trail 18-7 with 5:02 to go in the second quarter, and they're going to send Faber back out to attempt the point after.
That was a great play call. There was nobody within 20 yards of the receiver on that screen play.
Yeah, so Faber going to try again at kick. With 5:02 to go here, the Norsemen go up 2 scores. Faber's kick will find its way through this time. So, with 5:02 to go in the second quarter, it is Roland Story 19, Pella Christian 7. And the Eagles will try to find something when we return on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Certain. Certain who? Certainly. If you're going to get new shingles, you're going to get Certainteed shingles from Dutch Mill Supply in Pella. Certainteed Roofing offers a wide array of residential roofing shingle options, with profiles as beautiful as they are durable.
Dutch Mill Supply, located in Pella, is your only locally owned, one-stop, full-service lumberyard and building material supplier. My name is Joshua Payne. My staff and I are here daily for professional service from the guy next door. Our product line is diverse, and we'll get you what you need quickly and at a competitive price.
Randall Roofing is proud to sponsor the Raise the Roof moment of the game.
35-30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Landon Nunakoven. Our Randall Roofing raised the roof moment of the game, 75 yards.
Randy Jarzambek here, owner of Randall Roofing. Randall Roofing is your full-service roofing and gutter contractor specializing in replacements, new construction, and repairs in South Central Iowa. We partner with Certainteed to elevate your home's protection using industry-leading technologies.
All right, welcome back here on 92.1 KRLS. Adam Kakmarinsky going to try another return here to get the Eagles started, and he's going to make several guys miss. He's at the 40, the 45, he's still on his feet at the 50, across the 45, Adam Kakmarinsky kick returns. Maybe that's our best source of offense right now, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he got through there, but
he made 7 I think he broke 7 tackles en route to getting that ball up to the 44-yard line. They got going a little bit quick on me there and didn't quite expect it. All I know is next thing I know, he caught the ball and didn't look like he had a hole, had 3 guys there. He made them all miss. Then he broke a couple arm tackles. He's across midfield out to the 44-yard line. What a play by Adam Kegmerinsky. Maybe throw him out there. Let's see him run the ball. I'm joking, obviously. We've got plenty of guys who are running the ball just fine. I'm just had to make a joke, right?
He's provided a little spark.
Yeah, he has. Brecken Ritzert is back to pass. He's looking deep for Landon Nunakoven. Did not have him there as number 11, Blake Larson, was all over that ball.
Yeah, it was great coverage. Good ball, good throw, but just better coverage.
Yeah, so Landon Nunakoven going to have to make the long run back here. The Eagles try to set up their offense here. Nunakoven had to go get the ball.
Yeah, we just need to make some yardage here.
Got to make something happen. 2nd and 10 from the 44-yard line. Caleb Volk, the motion man. Handoff will go to Volk here. Great block there by Garrett Wheeler as Volk slips a couple of tackles. Close to the first down marker. It's going to depend on where they officially spot the football. It's right at 10.
Right at the first down.
Yep, and they did signal the first down, so gain of 10 for Caleb Volk. First down at the 34. I was going to say, that official was right on the marker over there, so it was going to depend on which side of the foot they spot that football. But they give Volk the benefit of the doubt. Big spark there for the Eagles to pick up that first down on 2nd down and not get to a 3rd and long situation. Ritzert sets up the offense. He's back to pass. He's looking. He's got nothing with Keegan. Now he's going to tuck it. He's going to look to run to the outside. He's going to get across the 30 to the 25 and ushered out of bounds untouched at the 24-yard line by 4 Roland Story defenders, but a great job by Ritzert as we get a first down for Brecken Ritzert on the 10-yard run. The Eagles continue to find success in the running game, but got to find something with the passing game.
Yeah, that was a great job by Brecken to see that nothing was open and to just take off and run.
Bengals home store instant radio update. Carlisle 21, Newton 7, Knoxville 7, Centerville 0 in the first quarter. As Nunakoven will carry the football for a gain of 1 up to the 23-yard line. Pella Christian trailing Roland Story 19-7 with 3:41 to go in the second quarter. The Eagles need a score here because Roland Story gets the ball to start the second half. So you got to find some momentum. Obviously, you probably want to milk a little clock too. I don't know that I want to give Roland Story the football back with any time the way that they're moving.
You want to score with no time left on the clock.
Yeah, you got to at least milk it down under a minute, and then you can maybe allow them to just run the football a little bit and run the clock. But Roland Story has all 3 timeouts, so you really don't want to score this too quickly if you can help it if you're the Eagles, but you need the points regardless. Ritzert makes 2 guys miss in the backfield. He's going to drop the shoulder. He'll get up to the 20-yard line. It looks as like where they're going to spot him. Gain of 3 for Ritzert, puts us in the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone, just on the edge of it.
I think you got to think it's 4-down territory down here.
Yeah, Harrison Mullins and Michael Manning across town, they've got a good connection going in a Pingles Home Store Instant Radio update. Pella up 16-0 on a 44-yard touchdown pass from Manning to Harrison Mullins. The Dutch looking to return to the Dome as we've got a flag coming in here.
Offsides.
It's going to be encroachment on the Norsemen. So that'll push Pella Christian up 5 yards. But it'll make it 3rd and short. Not quite enough for the first down. About about half a yard to a yard short. The Eagles are going to tush push this. And Ritzert easily with the first down all the way up to the 17. A gain of 3 yards on the tush push. Stealing that one right out of Nick Sirianni's playbook with the Philadelphia Eagles.
It looked good. Hey, it worked. They gained 4 yards on it.
Hunter Vanderlinden's new nickname, Jason Kelsey. Brecken Ritzert is Jalen Hurts now. 2:05 to go in the first quarter, or in the second quarter. Pella Christian trailing 19-7. Ritzert back to pass under a lot of pressure. Tosses it up in the vicinity of Caleb Volk. Just nothing doing there for the Eagles, though, and Ritzert is frustrated because nobody was open and just immediately had 2 guys. He was staring down the whole way back. He's just backpedaling, looking for somewhere to dump the football.
Yeah, he got back to his set, and there was guys on him. Luckily, he was able to get rid of it and not have a disaster happen.
Yeah, great job there for the Eagles. All right, so second and 10 from the 12-yard line for Pella Christian here. Ritzer going to hand off to Nunnikov, and he's trying to go to the right side, and he was immediately thrown down in the backfield by Cody Long. The Eagles' offensive line just not winning the battle right now up front, and that's been the difference here, Jake, as Nunnikov goes backwards for a loss of 5 to the 17.5.
Yeah, they run a 3-5-5 defense, and Cody Long's that middle linebacker, and he's just keying on it, and he's just flying around. He's doing a good job.
Yeah, he's a tough guy to stop here. 1:28 to go in the first half. In the second quarter, Pella Christian trails at 19-7 to Roland Story. Garrett Wheeler's going to be the motion man. Ritzer goes to throw the ball, and he lost it out the back of his hand.
I think he got it back.
Looks like he did fall back on it, but that ball just slipped out of his hand as he went to throw the screen pass, I think, to either Wheeler or Keegan. Ball goes down, and now Roland Story is going to take a timeout here on 4th down and quarter mile. As my old coach used to say, 4th down and a quarter mile here. With 1:05 to go, Eagles had the ball back at their own 23-yard line, or at the Roland Story 23-yard line, excuse me. We've fallen out of the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone, so if you're the Eagles here, I don't know. I mean, you got Dallas Ford, who's got a leg, but you kind of need.
He's not even warming up.
Well, and you kind of need a touchdown here. It feels like, just momentum-wise. It feels like, I mean, a field goal would be good to get you back on the board and get you points, but Roland Story scoring on 3 straight drives, you know, you got to. It feels like you've got to find a way to kill that momentum going into halftime. So the Eagles going to have to dial up something big here, because you're sitting in your own 23 and you got to get all the way to the 3.
Yep, that would be a 40-yard field goal, and I don't think Dallas. I didn't see him kick off, so I wonder if he's just got something wrong up with his leg. He did the extra point, but so I wonder if he's not doing any long kicks.
Yeah, we'll see, but Eagles will go 5 wide here for Brecken Ritzer.
Got to protect the quarterback on this play.
That you do. Ritzer with 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left. He drops the pass. He's looking over the middle. He's got Garrett Wheeler. Wheeler is fighting for first down yardage, but he's not going to get there. He's going to be brought down at the 10. It'll be a turnover on down for Pella Christian. 58 seconds to go in the first half, and Roland Story will have 58 yards to go, 90 yards.
Yeah, I mean, I think Pella Christian is doing some good things. We're just shooting ourselves in the foot a little bit. We have the interception and then the fumble on the pass. I think we've got a lot of good things going. Just got to clean up those errors and the big errors.
It's one of the things Coach Marinsky talked about from the scrimmage last week. They didn't execute in some areas that hurt them. We're seeing that rear its ugly head here in this one.
You got to keep them out from scoring this in the next 58 seconds.
Yeah, if you're in a lot of trouble if you let them score and then get the ball back out of halftime.
I would be keying on number 7. I'd double cover or do something with him, because that's, I think, who they're going to look for.
Yeah, we're going to get our first Pella Motors timeout taken by the Norseman here, which is kind of an interesting off of the turnover to take that timeout.
But yeah, you almost wonder if they're going to be conservative too, if they don't want to give up this lead.
I would imagine you see Cody Long here on the first play, see how many yards he can get you. Since you got 90 yards, you don't want to turn it over and put Pella Christian back in a spot where they could score it right before half. So I could definitely see a world where Cody Long gets this football back right away and just see if he can't get you some yards and make you feel more comfortable about throwing the football around a little bit.
Wouldn't be a bad call.
Yeah, I mean, he is, let's see, unofficially tonight, already
87 yards.
Yeah, as I say, I think I'm behind. It might only showed 67. I'm like, there's
10 carries.
See, I think that's wrong.
I mean, they've got 17 carries for 127 yards as a team.
Yeah, and then throwing the ball, they're 8 of 13 for 163 and 3 touchdowns now. Pella Christian, meanwhile, their best has been on the ground here tonight with Ritzer 12 for 87 and a touchdown. Outside of that, they have just 55 total yards outside of the 87 that Ritzer has on the ground. So they got to find something in the second half that'll work. Eagles are playing deep, playing for the pass. It's going to be a short throw to Thorson. He'll make a couple of guys miss, and he is out across the 35 to the 40, finally wrapped up at the 45-yard line by Elias Keegan. Eagles played soft, trying not to give up the deep ball. Norseman said, okay, we'll go short, and just continue to march their way up and down the field right now. 37 seconds to go for the Norsemen, and the clock's still running as they try to run the 2-minute drill here and quickly get to the line. And we got I think this is going to be an illegal procedure or false start.
Yep.
It's one of them. Say there was movement, it's false start, it's something.
It's 5 yards back. Just put that way.
Yeah, 5 yards back. I think he could have called all 3 of those. So,
yep.
Whichever. No, we'll do this. Fans, you take a poll. You can decide what you want to call it, and we'll let you do that. 5 yards back for Roland Story. It'll be 1st and 15 now from the 40 as they will reset the clock. Willis is back to throw. He's looking for Thorson again, but he overshot him. Keegan was right there for Pella Christian. Elias Keegan there to provide the coverage, but that ball was thrown high of the intended target anyways. Do you have a Pingles Home Store Insta Radio update to give? Newton 14, Carlisle 21, Knoxville 7, Centerville 6, Indianola 14, Norwalk 7 in the second quarter. Asher Brick with a 1-yard score right before the half for the Indians. It's going to be a pass for Willis, and he is smoked in the backfield there. And that was number 55,
Toby Belzer.
Toby Belzer. That's a huge play for Pella Christian. 10 seconds left in the half. It's going to put the Norsemen all the way back to the 32-yard line, excuse me.
Yeah, it was 66 Gage Dinner, I think.
Gage Dinner. As I say, it looked like 55 and 66 in the lights. When you get those shadows, it's impossible to tell. So a big play there for the Eagles.
That's a huge play. If we can keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah, Pella Motors timeout here. The Norsemen now have 68 yards to go to score before the half. We'll see what they decide to do. Jake, I'll tell you what, I've seen crazier things. I remember a couple years ago we went down to Cardinal, Weldon.
I remember Isaac Kakarinsky.
Isaac Kakarinsky,
I remember
Hail
that.
Mary. Nope, we're going to abort the Hail Mary. We're just going to run it for 75 yards to the house to get the score.
I do remember that.
We have seen some pretty wild things happen in some games. So, I mean, maybe Roland Story gets cute, tries to throw it deep, and Ritzert comes away with another interception and can run it back.
Or somebody sacks, fumble, scoop and score, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, any number of possibilities to get the Eagles on the board before the half ends. We'll find out. 19-7, Pella Christian trails Roland Story. 10 seconds to go in the first half. Willis takes the snap. He'll hand off to Cody Long up the middle. And he'll fall forward to the 40.
I think it was Knoll.
You're right, that was Jake Knoll. And that will be how the half ends. Roland Story 19, Pella Christian 7 after 2 quarters of play. We'll be back with the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show after this on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
Phil Hemming and the team at BSN Sports are in it for the heart of the game.
At the heart of the game, we want the coaches to coach and the players to be able to play and the parents to be able to cheer and let BSN do everything else, like handle everything else. And so if you're a coach, you're stressed out, you're a program director, you're an athletic director, and you don't know where to get equipment, give us a call. Let us help you out. Let us help you find what you need.
Get started today by emailing phemming@bsnsports.com.
Join Pella Corporation and do the work you're most proud of. Apply for one of our many openings and become a valued team member as we shape the future together. Recognized by Fast Company as a best place to work for innovators, we're dedicated to fostering a culture of creativity and forward thinking. Visit Pella.com/careers today and be part of a team committed to excellence and innovation. Because at Pella Corporation, we're building more than just windows and doors.
Rev up your ride with unbeatable deals at PellaMotors.com. We're dealing so you can drive away happy. Don't miss out on our incredible offers on Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram. Find your perfect ride at PellaMotors.com.
Does your child struggle with attention, sleep, or sensory sensitivities? Maybe they're a picky eater, have trouble with coordination, or seem overwhelmed in certain environments. These challenges can impact their daily life, learning, and emotional well-being. At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, our pediatric occupational therapists specialize in helping children develop the skills they need to thrive. With our convenient locations in Ames, Des Moines, Oskaloosa, Pella, and Newton, we're here to support your child's growth and success. Visit KineticEdgePT.com or call any of our locations to learn more and schedule an evaluation.
If you spent all last winter thinking,
we should have called Van Haften's.
then listen up. Van Haften Plumbing and Heating and Lennox have 2 great rebate offers just in time for another cold Iowa winter. You can choose up to $1,800 in rebates on the Ultimate Comfort System, or get no payments and no interest for 12 months when financing a new Lennox system. This offer is available beginning September 8th, so call now to get on the schedule. As always, you'll rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear
Van Haften.
The Young Door Service in Pella is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of Pick'em for another award-winning fall of Football Friday nights on KNIA and KRLS. And the Guru is looking to get back to the top of the standings again this year. Play along and pick the winners every Friday on Twitter. Then tune in during the Football Friday Night radio preview show to hear us pick the winners. Enjoy live play-by-play of your favorite team. Then listen to the scoreboard show to hear how we all did.
Hi, this is Kurt DeYoung. We're the gurus of garage doors, DeYoung Door Service in Pella.
Mow big lawns in less time with Toro zero-turn riding mowers. They feature Pro DNA, giving you the same quality cut and reliability as commercial mowers for a professional-looking lawn. And Toro's unique MyRide suspension system keeps you comfortable over the roughest terrain. Visit your local Toro dealer for your time-saving Toro zero-turn mower at the Ryder Lawn Equipment, 604 Oskaloosa Street in Pella.
There's a place in downtown Pella that takes you right into the heart of Amsterdam. A beautiful brick walk featuring a winding canal, a working drawbridge, and Dutch architecture providing a classic old world atmosphere. Welcome to the Molengraat. The Molengraat is home to some of Pella's finest lodging at the Amsterdam Hotel, dining with Liberty Street Kitchen and Oriental Express, Beautiful You Salon, Pella Nail Salon, the Pella Window and Door Showroom, and many service businesses. You can even take in a movie at Pella Cinemas. Good luck to our local sports teams from the Molengraat in Pella.
Fall is here, and at Brown Shoe Fit in Pella, we are ready. We have fall shoes and boots arriving daily. Brown Shoe Fit in Pella has a great selection of fall Danceville, Bourne, and Joseph Seibel shoes and boots. And Sorel boots are in stock now at Brown Shoe Fit Pella, so don't wait. Don't forget to check out Brown Shoe Fit Pella for walking and running shoes, too. We carry the best brands like Brooks, Hoka, On, and New Balance. Brown Shoe Fit Pella carries a great selection of purses, too, from Hobo and Bagolini. Brown Shoe Fit Pella, be good to your feet.
Hi, this is Tim Grotenheis with Culver's Restaurant in Pella, and if you like breakfast with your dessert, we have the perfect treat for you. Stop in today and try our new Lucky Charms, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or Cocoa Puffs concrete mixer. Or get a mixer flight and try all 3 in a mini size. These cereal concrete mixers are available for a limited time only, so stop into Culver's in Pella today, where we're locally owned and involved in your community.
This is Dr. Tim Yoder, one of the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, reminding you how important it is to make sure your pet receives a regular wellness exam, just like our local athletes recently received their annual physicals before getting back in action. Schedule a wellness exam today by calling Tri-County Veterinary Clinic at 628-4040, where your pet's good health is our #1 concern.
They're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They do take care of pets because they love them.
Go Little Dutch, go Eagles, and go Dutch.
Hey guys, I've been hearing about this lifetime powertrain warranty. You know, I've been at Ulrich since 1967, almost my whole adult life. A lifetime is a long time.
That's what we want, Grandpa. For people to know that when they buy a vehicle from us, it's covered for as long as they own it.
When you buy a new Ford or Lincoln from Ulrich's, or a pre-owned vehicle less than 6 model years old with under 100,000 miles, you'll get a free lifetime powertrain warranty. It's one more way at Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella.
We're taking care of you.
Hang on to your popcorn for Nobody, rated R, and now showing at Pella Cinemas. The stunning, high-octane comedy features a corrupt sheriff and his thugs who think they can ruin a family's vacation, only to find out the dad is a trained assassin. Also showing is Bad Guys 2, rated PG, an animated treat full of energy. And backed by demand for a limited special engagement is Disney's Lilo & Stitch, rated PG. For a list of showtimes, visit Pella-Cinemas.com and enjoy a movie at Pella Cinemas.
At Integrity Comfort Solutions, we've been your local, trusted experts on new construction, plumbing, heating, and cooling for over 50 years. We're excited to now offer service. Don't let a breakdown disrupt your comfort. Let our expert team get you back on track. Call us at 641-628-4093 or visit integrity-comfort.com and let our experts work for you. Integrity Comfort Solutions. Let's get comfortable.
All right, welcome back here on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. Eagles trail Roland Story 19-7 at halftime. It's been a tough sledding for Pella Christian offensively here in this one. And when you're listening to the Central Tire Auto Radio halftime show here on 92.1 KRLS, for tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle, stop and see Sean Ward and his crew next to Walmart and Pella. Sorry, we tried to make our way out to get some water here in the break. A little bit tiring making the way through the crowd there, but, you know, we're good. So, might take a second to truly catch the breath there, but inside the numbers, delivered by Pella Fiber, where every home gets a gig. We'll look at our numbers here for Pella Christian and Roland Story. We'll start with the Eagles. Brecken Ritzert, 4 of 10 passing for 42 yards and an interception. Running the football, Ritzert 12 for 87 for 1 touchdown. And Caleb Volk, 1 run for 10 yards. Landon Nunikoven, 5 carries for 3 yards. Receiving the football, Caleb Volk, 2 catches, 26 yards. Garrett Wheeler has 2 catches for 16 yards. And then Dallas Ford has an extra point return. Adam Kekmarinsky, 76 yards on kickoff returns for the Eagles here this season. Brecken Ritzert has 2 punts for 78 yards, and then Caleb Volk is the leading tackler with 5 here on the night for the Eagles. Now looking inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber for the Roland Story Norsemen. Colin Willis is 8 of 13 for 163, 3 touchdowns and an interception here in the season opener. Cody Long, 10 rushes for 87 yards. Jake Knoll, 7 runs for 40 yards. Aiden Fry, 1 carry for 1 yard. Receiving the football, it's Luke Thorson, who's been the thorn in the Eagles' side. He has 4 catches for 95 yards, 2 touchdowns. Logan Smith, 2 catches, 40 yards, and a touchdown. Cody Long, 1 catch for 17 yards. Jake Knoll, 1 catch for 11 yards. Cale Faber is 1 of 2 on extra points. Logan Smith has 13 yards on the 1 kick return. Aiden Fry, has 2 fair catches in this one. And then it is the Cody Long and Chance Georges, who is the leading tacklers for the Norsemen. They each have 4, and that's inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber, where every home gets a gig. Join today at PellaFiber.com. Our second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service for the Eagles. Your adjustment has to be, you have got to find a way to slow down this Norseman offense, whether it's Colin Willis in the passing game off of the run from Cody Long / Jake Knoll. You've got to find a way to mix up what you're doing defensively to keep the Norsemen off balance and keep them uncomfortable like you did on that first drive a little bit, with the exception of Long running the football. Again, you just got to find some consistency on the defensive side of the ball and execute. Right now, the Norsemen are executing better, and they're winning the battle in the trenches. Coach Kekmarinsky said that was going to be the key tonight. Right now, it's proven to be the case. Roland Story winning in those phases of the game. That's our second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service. If it's time for a new garage door for your home or business, stop and see the Gurus of Garage Doors at their new showroom at 908 Roosevelt Road, just west of the high school here at Pella Christian. We're going to go ahead and take another time out. We'll be back with the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show right after this on 92.1 KRLS.
Nearly 3,000 homes in Pella are enjoying 1 gig of fast, reliable fiber internet from Pella Fiber. Why not you? It's only $75 a month with no contract, no installation fees, no data caps, and no throttling. And if there's ever an issue with your service, Pella Fiber is a local utility with local employees to get it fixed quickly. Make the switch today and join the nearly 3,000 homes in Pella getting a gig for just $75 a month by going to PellaFiber.com.
Sports physicals are essential for assessing a student-athlete's health before participating in sports activities. At Knoxville Hospital and Clinics, these evaluations include a review of medical history and a physical examination to identify any conditions that might affect safe participation. The updated Iowa High School Athletic Association form now includes mental health screening and adolescent safety questions to support comprehensive care. Sports physicals can be conveniently completed during a well-child visit. Learn more at knoxvillehospital.org.
It's finally time to update your family picture, but what's everybody going to wear? I'm Michelle Gritters with Lux Photography, and I also have a fashion background and own 9 Lilas Boutique. I'll design a color palette specifically for you and your family so the final portrait makes a statement hanging on your wall. I'll recommend 4 curated colors and suggest fabrics and layers for a coordinated look. Schedule an appointment for your family photo session by going to michellegritters.com, where your story becomes a masterpiece.
Celebrate Labor Day weekend with Hy-Vee and our 3-day sale, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 6 packs of Pepsi bottles are 4 for $10 when you buy 4. Nabisco snack crackers are just $2.77. Get a watermelon for only $3.98. And pork shoulder roasts are only $1.77 a pound. Find these deals and tons more at our 3-day sale this Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee. Happy Labor Day!
When you work with the LIS team of certified financial planner professionals, you get the luxury of options. Whether you're moving, retiring, or looking for a change, stop by and meet with one of our financial advisors for a free 30-minute consultation. You can gain access to a wide range of resources and an experienced team dedicated to answering any questions you might have. To schedule a time to meet, call or text us at 641-628-1021.
Securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer member, FINRA/SIPC, not FDIC approved, no bank guarantee, may lose value, not deposit, not insured by any federal government agency. Everything's coming up fall at Scooters Coffee and Pella. Sip into the season with a pumpkin caramelicious ice blender or cold brew. Or try the crisp, sweet taste of a caramel apple sparkling float or a caramel apple Red Bull infusion. And don't forget the treats, pumpkin cheesecake bites or a caramelicious muffin. Celebrate fall flavors today at Scooters Coffee and Pella. Amazing drinks, amazing people, amazingly fast.
At Pella Real Estate Services, we're a full-service brokerage with 11 licensed agents. Hi, I'm John Holterhouse, and if you're thinking about selling your home, talk to us about how we can save you up to $10,000. We start with a free 2-step market analysis to get you an accurate, competitive home value. Our in-house marketing expert ensures maximum exposure, and when it's time to close, our in-house agent takes care of everything. Get started today and save up to $10,000 by visiting PellaRealEstateServices.com.
The engine in the car goes vroom, 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 vroom. The engine in the car goes vroom, vroom, vroom at Central Tire and Auto.
Central Tire and Auto offers full mechanical work on your vehicle to make sure the engine keeps going vroom, 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 just like it should. If you're like me, you don't know what's wrong, but you know that something is wrong. When that happens, stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella.
At Central Tire and Auto.
Fed up with fees? Right now at Community First Credit Union, we're offering one less fee for you to buy your dream home. Take advantage of a no origination fee home loan and save up to $900 depending on your loan type. Plus, we offer great rates and helpful local lenders. See details and apply at c1stcu.com/home in person or on our mortgage app. Subject to credit approval and program qualifications. Some restrictions apply. Equal housing opportunity.
Get ready, it's time for Pella in Pink. Join us Sunday, October 5 at 2 p.m. at Cordova Park Pavilion at Lake Red Rock for an afternoon of fun, inspiration, and a beautiful 1.2-mile nature hike. All proceeds help build a brand new cancer radiation center right on the campus of Pella Regional, bringing life-saving care closer to home. Bring the entire family, wear your pink, and walk with us to fight breast cancer together. Register by September 5 at pellahealth.org/pink. Let's walk for hope. Let's walk for her.
This summer, take the challenge. Shop local. Every dollar spent at a local business helps build the communities we all love. Together, we can make a difference.
Hey, I'm Amber Ango from Marion County Bank. I shop local because the conversations with my barista friends are as good as the coffee they brew.
Marion County Bank encourages you to shop local all year long. Learn more at marioncountybank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
As summer sports season shifts to high gear, have Raceway Tire and Exhaust team you up with a set of Firestone tires. Check out the Firestone Destination line of tires. Whether you drive a truck or SUV, there's a Firestone Destination tire just right for you. And Raceway Tire and Exhaust is your complete auto care center from bumper to bumper. No matter what your vehicle needs, take it to Raceway Tire and Exhaust in Knoxville.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust.
We got what you need
to get you on the go.
All right, welcome back here on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. Getting ready to start the second half just over a minute before we resume play here in half number 2 for Pella Christian versus Roland Story. Eagles trailed the Norsemen 19-7 going into the second half. Jake mentioned our second half adjustments. Eagles execution and the line of scrimmage, the two big things that got to be adjusted.
Yeah, we had two big turnovers slash fumble that killed our drives, and I think we did a better job in the second half or second quarter of tackling, but now they're throwing the ball kind of all over the place, so we've got to make sure that we're being stout on defense and just reading our assignments and staying disciplined and doing the little things.
That we do. Let's take a look at our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard here before we wrap up the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. Getting Roland Story leads Pella Christian 19-7 at half here. Getting ready to resume play in the second quarter. Knoxville trails Centerville 12-7 in that matchup. Indianola and Norwalk at last look, they were 14-7 at halftime in favor of Indianola over the Warriors. And then Newton at halftime, they trailed Carlisle 28-14. And then we do have one other area score that came in, and it's of importance to us because we play them next week. Pleasantville, not much defense being played tonight between them and Linville-Sully. 34-22 Pleasantville leads at halftime. So a big one there. So, and then Pella leads Ballard 23-0 at halftime as well. So Dutch well on their way to an opening win to the season here. You've been listening to the Central Tire Auto Radio halftime show for tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. All right, that was our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard as well. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Eagles couldn't have got off to a much better start. Breckenridge a 68-yard touchdown run. Followed that with an interception on the defensive side of the ball. But since then, it's been all Roland Story as they've scored 19 unanswered points and have taken that 12-point lead over the Eagles here. Breckenridge will kick it off for Pella Christian now. To start off the second half, it will be Logan Smith, and I believe that is Aiden Fry back there with him, giving Thorson a little extra time as well. Here for the Norsemen, you're listening to Pella Christian Football powered by Bank Iowa on 92.1 FM KRLS Knoxville Pella Newton and KRLS HD1 Knoxville Pella Newton. Richard set to kick this one off. He'll kick it from the left hash mark on the 40-yard line. Eagles going from left to right on your radio dial. The Norsemen from right to left. Richard's kick to start off the second half of play will be fielded by Fry at about the 13-yard line. He's looking to go down the Eagles sideline here. He's at the 20, and he's met by, that was number 12, Kendon Croyd. He'll bring him down at the 25-yard line.
Good job of staying in his lane and waiting for reinforcements. I think Nunakoven came over and helped out, but Kendon stayed in his lane and made the play.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of adjustments the Eagles made defensively here to try to slow down this Norseman offense here. Again, in case you missed it, it's presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
All right, here we go. First play, it's going to be a handoff to Cody Long. What else? He's across the 30, made a couple of guys miss, and he's finally thrown down at the 35. 36, actually, is where you're going to spot him. It'll be a first down on a gain of 11 for Cody Long. The Eagles just haven't had no answers for him.
Yeah, he is getting to the second level without getting touched. And then he keeps his feet moving. He's got strong legs.
Yeah, he keeps the feet moving. He's shifty. He's got a lot going. There, Eagles will send a blitz off the edge. So a handoff up the middle to Long. He makes a couple more guys miss. Making 4 or 5 guys miss there. He gets up to midfield so quickly. In 2 plays, Cody Long has brought Roland Story from the 25, gotten 25 yards on the ground here for Roland Story as they just continue to move the ball in a game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric. 11-10 to go in the third quarter. Pella Christian trails Roland Story 19-7, and the Norsemen are driving yet again behind the legs of Cody Long. Snap, and Willis loses the football. It's over. It slipped out of his hands. And Tyson Van der Linden was there, but just could not quite get his hands wrapped around it. That was going to be a huge break for the Eagles, and it just slipped right through their grasp.
Similar thing that what happened to Ritzert down on the other end.
2nd and 18.
That it did. 2nd and 18. So the Norsemen are showing pass with Willis alone in an empty backfield. They are going to throw it. He's looking over the middle, and he's got his target, Trevor Britton, wide open for a first down across the 40 up to the 34-yard line. And the Eagles, again, just have no answers for what Roland Story is throwing at him right now.
Yeah, he's getting some confidence now and putting the ball on the money for these receivers.
Yeah, the Eagles have been playing for the run. They're going to send a blitz. Willis is just going to lob it up, and he lobs it up to nowhere. But he threw it up where no one could get to it. So if you're Roland Story, that's the beauty of that play right there is the blitz was coming. Didn't necessarily have anyone wide open. Harmlessly falls incomplete and lived to play another down. So 2nd and 10 for the Norsemen at the 34-yard line. 10:01 to go in the third quarter. The Eagles desperately need some stops here to get the football back. Eagles defense trying to get lined up. They'll get lined up now as it's going to be that screen play.
Oh, he dropped it.
But Willis threw it a little bit high, and struggling to pull it in was number 30, Aiden Fry.
He had a lot of running room if he catches that. We sold out. We had 5 guys in the backfield, and
that's one of those things execution-wise as a D lineman, you see that they let you go that easy. One of you's got to pull up.
Right, exactly.
And recognize, okay, the screen is coming here. Because worst case scenario, if they try to throw the football down the field, you've got linemen well beyond the line, so that play is not going to stand anyways.
Yep, like Long's back in the game.
Yep, and their Eagles bring pressure once again. They're looking over the middle for Trevor Britton, excuse me. I don't know where I got that name, but
I'm not sure what. I'm kind of baffled by Roland Story's offense start of the second half. Coming out throwing the ball when they had,
especially when you had 25 yards on the ground from Long already on this drive.
Right. That's what I think. It's
it's
better for us. So
yeah, 4th and 10 from the 34. We're going to take it if you're the Eagles, but 4th and 10, and now you almost feel like you have to throw it because Long can get you 10 yards on the ground, but do you really want to risk that?
Yeah, I think I would look for Thorson.
Yeah, he's all alone here on the short side of the field, closest to us here. The Eagles will bring pressure again off the edge. They throw it deep, and it was going to be picked, but it was an illegal motion on Roland Story. So, a false start or illegal motion. But, I don't know that the receiver was ever going to make a play on that ball if you're Roland Story because Volk was the only guy close, but I know part of that might have been the fact that the whistle.
I think it was 10 yards overthrown, yeah.
But yeah, it felt like it was going to be overthrown anyways. But it moves Roland Story back another 5 yards, and now they'll line up at the 40, or at the 39, excuse me. 4th and 15. Still looks like they're going to line up to go for this. Which, at this point, where you're at on the field, why not?
Yep.
Willis will be back to catch the snap. He'll get it. He's looking. He gets hit as he throws. Who else? Tyson Van der Linden. He's been the disruptor on the defensive line for Pella Christian. Tyson Van der Linden making some huge plays tonight on the defensive side of the ball.
That was a great play. He just came around the end, kept coming, didn't give up, and put a lick on him.
Yeah, Willis wore that one on the chin.
Maybe that will be the spark that the Eagles need to get this offense going.
Yeah, one can hope. 9:44 to go in the third quarter, 19-7. Eagles get the ball back at the 39-yard line here. It'll be Ritzert in the backfield with Landon Nunakoven, Garrett Wheeler at the H-back, Volk, Vincent, and Keegan. And Ritzert looking for Keegan, and he left that ball short. Keegan had to try to go up to get it and get sandwiched between number 11, Blake Larson, and number 12, Jake Knoll.
Yeah, he was double covered.
And it's kind of a late double team, but Keegan paid the price for that one.
Yeah, he might go back to Brecken asking him, hey, don't throw that one again right there.
Or if you're going to throw that, put just a little bit more air on it. Let me go run under it. Anyways, 2nd and 10 for the Eagles from the 39. Trying to cut into this deficit. Handoff's going to go to Landon Nunakoven. He'll slip through the middle across the 45 up to the 46. Nice run of 7 yards. We'll bring up 3rd and 3 for this Pella Christian offense.
It's a great job by the offensive line and Landon.
Landon Nunakoven.
Landon, sorry.
Believe me, it's hard. You
don't want to get them mixed up. But,
week 1, it's hard to get those names right, you know?
And great job by him just to run hard and lower his shoulder at the end of the run.
By week 3, you're not even going to need a roster.
I just don't want to mix him up with his brother.
Exactly. All right, so Ritzert with 9:02 to play, and we've got more laundry on the field.
Offsides.
Encroachment going to be the call. That's a huge,
that's first down.
Huge penalty. Free first down for Pella Christian. As Roland Story lined up in the neutral zone. So the Eagles get a free 5 yards and a first down here. 1st and 10, Pella Christian with 9:02 to go in the 3rd quarter, trailing 19-7. The Eagles are trying to find something.
Yes, let's build off this. Let's get some good yards on first down and let's get some momentum back.
Yeah, that would be awesome. It's going to be 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. The Eagles line up in a bunch formation. Ritzert, he's just going to have to tuck it and try to get back to the original line of scrimmage and had nowhere to go. He gets sacked for a 1-yard loss at the 50, so 2nd and 11 coming up for the Pella Christian offense here. I don't know if that was like a set-up screen play or something.
It looked like he was going on the single side to Elias Keegan, but they were back in the backfield before he even had a chance to do anything.
Well, I mean, Thorson's over there. Like, I don't know that that's going to be your area for success in the passing game is targeting Thorson. Well, they're going to go empty backfield. They're going to fake the handoff to Nunakoven, trying to go back to the Ritzert. And Roland Story not fooled by that play because we've run it a couple of times now. They've prepared for it, and I don't know that we've really handed that ball off to Link. I think we maybe handed that to Landon one time tonight, and they were all over Ritzert and dropped him for another loss of about 4 yards. We've given basically all 5 of those yards we just got back, and we're back to the 47, 3rd and long for the Pella Christian offense here.
Yeah, they did. Defense did a good job making him go east and west rather than north and south. If he gets going north and south, Brecken does a good job, but east and west, then you can get your friends in there with them.
Exactly right. Ritzert is going to be back to pass. They're going to set up the screen, and Nunakoven was basically being tackled as soon as he caught that ball. It's a gain of 1. Roland Story not fooled by the screen play. It's going to force the Eagles to punt, and man, they just can't. It's just the execution part of it, like Coach Kegmerinsky talked about, just not getting those blocks set up front and just not able to execute when we do, and it's kind of hurting you right now on the offensive side of the ball. You got to find something.
Yeah, we get a couple good plays and then a couple bad plays, and here we are.
Yep, so Ritzert will send this one away. This one not quite as deep, kind of got off the side of the foot. It's going to get a nice bounce inside the 15 and will roll inside the 10. As Caleb Volk will down it at the 8-yard line, so a great punt there for Brecken Ritzert. Didn't quite get as much of it as he had on the last few to send it sky high, but
he did get a
nice bounce.
Yep. Now let's see if the Eagles can hold them. Let's see if they can contain Cody Long and get some good field position out of this.
Yeah, that would be ideal. Pella Christian trailing 19-7 with 6:58 to go in the 3rd quarter.
He wasn't set. Yeah, there's got to be a penalty here. Guy's having problems getting it out of his. Oh, he didn't.
Yeah, they did not call the flag.
The wide receiver was not set. He was trying to get I think he was trying to get his flag out and just couldn't get it out, and decided not to throw it. But
it works out. The Eagles stopped Long for a gain of nothing, so that's the hindsight of it. So second and long still remains the case rather than first and it would have been first at about 12 or 13 because it would only been half the distance to the goal from that setting. I guess it might have been second and 14 or first and 14, but it's going to be a screen pass to Logan Smith. He tries to follow his lead blocker of Luke Dorson. Gets out to the 13 or 14.
I think this is a huge play here if they can stop him on third down.
Yeah, and Logan Smith is down. Now what you want to see here. So the athletic training staff going to make their way out to come check on Luke Smith, and looks like it's maybe some cramps.
Yeah, that's what I would
early
think.
Season.
Yep, she's stretching him out. Got that calf muscle.
Yep, so Pella Christian again trails 19-7 here in the midway through the third quarter. Do have some instant radio updates. Knoxville 14, Centerville 12. Actually make that 20-14 Centerville over Knoxville with 3:18 to go in the second quarter. That's another team we'll see here in a couple weeks, as well as PCM. They're 14-6 on Sigourney Kyoto. They're winning at halftime. So, Jake, we talked about this with Coach Fancher. Jake, we talked about this with Coach Kekmarinsky, excuse me. I'm used to calling you Coach, so got everything all mixed up there. But, you look at the season for Pella Christian, they don't get any patty cakes, so you got to get the momentum started here. You got to find some success here to finish out this game to build that momentum in the games to come.
Yeah, it's a rough schedule. I was looking through it the other day, and I think our first 3 opponents are all state, all ranked, at least in our non-conference, and then you get into conference and going up to class. You start getting those bigger schools and a little tougher action.
When you get 2 more ranked teams to start off district play. So
that's true.
Even crazier. 3rd and 4 for Roland Story out of the Pella Motors. Timeout for the injury of Logan Smith. 3rd and 4, 14-yard line for Roland Story. They're going to fake the handoff to Cody Long. The pass is deep, and Aiden Fry makes the catch as Kendon Croyd not able to get a hand on it. And that will be 6 for Roland Story as Aiden Fry makes the catch, and nobody was behind Kendon Croyd to make the catch. Roland Story takes a 25-7 lead. And we've got another injured Norseman. That's going to be number 1, Trevor Britton, as the Eagles brought the all-out blitz. Not sure what happened to Britton on the backside of that play, but regardless, Roland Story puts up 6 more, and it feels, Jake, like that's just a really deflating play on 3rd and 4 from the 14.
And we had a blitz. The guy hit him as he was throwing it, and he just kind of laid it up there, and he made a play.
Yeah, disappointing for the Eagles here as, yet again, you felt like you found some momentum, and Roland Story just immediately takes it away. 25-7, Roland Story leads it with 5:58 to go in the third quarter. And the Norsemen going to line up to go for 2 here. Unless Britton's your long snapper, I'm not entirely sure why you're going for 2 here. But feels like you're chasing points that aren't 100% necessary right now.
You're already up 3 scores. You're not going to go. It's not going to do much.
Yeah, 20-19 is basically the same thing at this point. So Norsemen are going to go for 2. Willis is going to throw, and those are incomplete. So the point-chasing venture for Roland Story does not go successfully. So 5:57 to go in the third quarter. Pella Christian trails Roland Story 25-7. We'll be back after this on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
Late model racing only hits Knoxville Raceway once a year. Go to KnoxvilleRaceway.com to order your tickets for side-by-side action. While you're there, check out our entire event schedule. What are you waiting for?
Thinking about a job at Vermeer? Our training team wants to set you up for success. Jeremy trains our new welding team members.
Your team lead and your manager out on the floor are available to help you if there's any issues that arise as well. I think we also have a very good culture here at Vermeer. We work in teams. Your co-workers will also support you and help you out as much as they can.
Start the search for your career at Vermeer by visiting VermeerJobs.com.
Welcome back here on 92.1 KRLS. Pella Christian going to receive the kickoff here from the Norsemen. 25-7. Roland Story now leads. 5:57 to go in the third quarter. Eagles again just trying to find any source of momentum. Adam Kekmarinsky will catch the kickoff, but got caught up too close to the Roland Story kickoff team. Not able to break that one free. So it'll be Pella Christian football at the 31-yard line here. 1st and 10.
Sure, the coach is just preaching to him consistency. Let's get some plays. Let's string some plays together to work down the field and just be consistent.
Got a grasshopper in here. So there you go. Just trying to figure out what was in the booth with us.
Hey, you got some friends.
Yeah, we're getting more friends up here. Breckenritzer going to throw to the sideline. He's looking for Riley Vincent. Great concentration there as he kind of had a little bit of a bobble with it, but makes the catch at the 35. Great catch, great concentration by Riley Vincent for his first catch of the season. Give Pella Christian 2nd and 5 on the 5-yard completion from Ritzert to Vincent.
It's a nice play, nice pass out in the flat. Some positive yardage on 1st down.
Yeah, get the chains moving in the right direction here. First appearance for Adam Kekmarinsky on the offense here. He's in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff. Follow Garrett Wheeler, and he's across the 41 to the 42-yard line for a Pella Christian 1st down. A gain of 6 for Adam Kekmarinsky the first time he touches the ball. And he's been a firecracker all night, Jake, so why not put him back there and see what he can do?
Adam, his first step is quick. He is quick to the line of scrimmage and hard to bring down.
Say rather than saying Adam Keck all season long, I might use the nickname I'm going to create for him here with the human firecracker. I mean, that's what it's like watching him run the football. He's just a firecracker. He shoots out of a cannon. He's going to get another try at it. Just nothing doing there. He's able to fall forward for 2 yards, which was good, but just never really had a hole there. The snap was just a little bit high. Kind of a delayed handoff to him, and did a good job to make the most out of what he could there and get the ball out to the 45 for a gain of 2.
Yeah, it's all predicated on timing, and when you get that snap that's just a little bit off, it just messes up timing and blocking and everything. So just another one of those little execution things.
And we've got a motion penalty here. That one going against Pella Christian. So back him up 5 yards. So what was 2nd and 8 makes it 2nd and 13 now for the Eagles back at the 40-yard line. And you just can't afford those types of mistakes if you're Pella Christian right now. Just not, too many plays that are resulting in going backwards and trying to make up ground.
Yeah, those negative plays really, really hurt you, and really, I don't know, in the psyche too. It's deflating. You have a nice 8 to 10 yard run, 2 yard run, and then a 5 yard penalty. It's kind of deflating.
Yeah, Pingle's Homestar Instant Radio update. Pella 26, Ballard 0. Midway through the third quarter, Pella with the field goal. Breckenritzer looking to pass. He's got nobody open, but he makes a man miss in the backfield. Now he's going to toss a dangerous ball into the middle of the field to Garrett Wheeler. Probably ill-advised there to throw it back across the body there, especially after all the running he did in the backfield. Probably just tuck that one and run it.
Yeah, I think isn't that the cardinal rule, not to throw back across the field?
Yeah, and put it in dangerous territory. Aiden Fry came in and deflected that ball away, and you got lucky that he didn't take that one back for 6, because he had a lot of momentum built up and not many Eagles standing between him and the end zone if he would have made that interception. 4:22 to go in the third quarter. The Eagles offense trying to find anything. Ritzert looking for Riley Vincent, and he sails that one into the Roland Story bench. And they're going to send the punt unit out here for Pella Christian.
Yeah, it looked like there was some type of miscommunication. I don't know if you threw the wrong route or ran the wrong route, but I don't think there was any. It wasn't even close to either Riley or Caleb Volk.
Yeah, it looked like he sailed that ball. Pingle's Homestar Instant Radio update. Newton trailing Carlisle 28-21 now after a touchdown for the Cardinals with 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Ritzert set to punt with 4:17 to go. Ritzer gets this one away. Low end-over-end kick. It's going to get another great bounce. It's going to fall just inside the 20. It'll be marked at the 20, but landed just inside of that. So Ritzer able to flip field position again, but if you're the Eagles, you got to find a way to slow down the offense. That's been the big issue right now. Another Pingles Home Story Instant Radio update. Centerville 28, Knoxville 14, 1:10 to go in the second quarter. So a high-scoring affair there between the Panthers and the Big Reds, who we'll see later on this season. As Roland Story's offense takes the field with 4:07 to go in the third quarter. Handoff goes to Jake Knoll. Knoll into the open field. He's across the 35 out to the, I believe it's the 39-yard line before being ushered out of bounds. And this Eagles defense is just getting worn down and just has no answers.
Yeah, he didn't get touched till 15 yards down the field. Good blocking up front for Roland Story.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, it's definitely not a lack of effort for the Eagles right now. They just have not been able to find. I mean, every time it feels like they play the pass, they run it, and every time we play the run, they throw it. It feels like they just have our number tonight.
Yep,
feels like. Handoff, going to go back to Knoll. Knoll up the middle, across midfield, out to the 49, 48-yard line is actually where they're going to spot that ball. So another big gain there for the Norsemen, gets them across midfield. And again, Pella Christian just, searching for someone they need someone to step up here and make a big play, force a turnover or something. It feels like just to spark a little life. Right now, it just feels like, you know, you're playing flat-footed and playing a little nervous right now because you don't want to be the one that's going to make the next mistake.
Right. I think they're also we're not fighting off blocks.
Yeah, Willis is going to throw this one up. There's our opportunity, but he threw it just further than I believe that was Kendon Croyd back out there.
Yep.
At corner it was. Caleb Volk is, I think, dealing with cramps.
Yeah, I've seen him down the sideline getting rolled out.
Yeah, I think that's the second or third time I've seen him down there doing that. So Kendon Croyd was out there. He was the closest defender to the football.
I think it's happening on both sides. The first game, it's still a little warm.
Yeah.
Still a little humid.
Exactly right. It happens to every player. 25-7, Pella Christian trails with 3:28 to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 for Roland Story. They're going to hand it to Cody Long. He makes two guys miss with a wicked juke move. Gets across the 35 all the way down to the 33-yard line. And, man, I'll tell you what, he plants his foot in the ground, and it is as explosive as a move as I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, those guys were left with a bunch of air when they went to tackle. They were just juked out of their shoes.
Yeah, and they were set up perfectly to stop that play. He planted his foot in the ground, and he was 5 yards the other direction before you knew I hit you. I mean, that was it. I mean, he is so shifty and so hard to bring down. And that's what's allowed Roland Story to just kind of move the ball up and down the field here as this game has moved on. Ball's going to go back to Long. He's across the 30, across the 20, out to the 15. Inside the 15 to, I believe, the 14-yard line. They're going to give him all the way to the 13-yard line into the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. And that's been the story of the night for the Eagles. It's been the legs of Cody Long. And then counterbalance that with with Willis doing just enough in the passing game. Isn't necessarily, had to do a ton in the passing game, but doing just enough.
He has over 300 yards in the passing game.
Does he? Well, part of those are two long balls where he threw it about 10, 15 yards. The receivers ran on a ton, but
I agree.
It's it's just been so difficult. Willis back to pass. He's got Thorson down to the 1-yard line there. 25-7. Does not appear like it's going to hold very long here for the Eagles unless this defense can come up with a huge goal line stand. Bengals Home Store Instant Radio update. Indianola 14, Norwalk 7 after 3. Pella 26, Ballard 7. Midway through the third quarter.
First and goal.
Caleb Volk back on the field. Trey Steinkamp looks like also on the field for the Eagles. Handoff is going to go to the big man, number 50.
I think it was 58.
Touchdown Roland Story. We'll get a
chance.
We'll give it a chance here, or we'll give our stat keepers. Maybe they had a better vantage point there. I couldn't, as I say, it was definitely one of them. I can tell you that. But
yeah, I think you might be right. I think it was 50.
To say if it was 50, that would be Jake Rogers, who scored the touchdown there for Roland Story. It has now put them up 31-7 with 1:45 to go in the third. And that's a pretty deflating touchdown there if you're Pella Christian again, because you're just really struggling to get anything going offensively. And now Roland Story goes up by another score. And the field goal was going to be good by Cale Faber, but it was waved off by motion for the Norsemen. So Faber will have to try again. I don't know if JD Board is still tuned in. I know he did this roll with us a couple years ago. JD, just want to let you know the anhydrous ammonia smell is back. If you are tuned in listening.
You know what, Tyler? I know he's not listening because he is doing the play-by-play for Western Christian.
Oh, okay.
I was texting with him today, and he got roped into doing the play-by-play. He's like, I don't know if I'm ready for this.
I was going to say anhydrous. It's one of my favorite football memories. Calling games here at PC. I'll tell it in a second here. 32-7 after the good extra point by Cale Faber. 1:45 to go in the third quarter. I'll never forget it. The only thing I can't remember is the exact team we were playing. All I remember is we were sitting up here calling a game, and I believe it was either Colfax Mingo or Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont here. We're sitting up here. It's about this time in the game, and this smell has just been overwhelming the booth for a quarter and a half. And I was doing everything I could just to not acknowledge that smell because it's just not a good smell. All of a sudden, the play happens. I called the play, and all of a sudden, JD just looks at me and he goes, I agree with you, Tyler, but I just got to say, man, it stinks out here. And that moment has stuck with me. So now every time I hear that, I get that smell, that's immediately what my mind goes back to. It's one of my favorite stories as a broadcaster.
JD told it like it was.
JD was. You never had to worry what JD was thinking because he would tell you. All right, 32-7. Pella Christian looking for some answers here. We'll see if we can find it on the kickoff. I'm not sure exactly who the kicker is. They have it listed as number 23, but they do not have a 23 listed on the roster. It's a short kick in the direction of Landon Nunnekoven. He'll pick it up, and he'll go down the sidelines. A nice little return for Nunnekoven. He'll get the ball up to about the 38 or 39 yard, or the 38-yard line is where they're going to give it. Maybe the 37. Doesn't look. They're going to give him the 38 officially.
That kicker was Miles McElrath. 23.
Miles McElrath.
Yeah.
He must have been a late ad.
I had him off of Bound.
As I say, I did my rosters on Wednesday, so he must have been a late ad.
I think I did him this morning.
Okay, there you go. So, coming out and doing the kicking, I guess, for Roland Story on short notice, and he's not doing a bad job. He hasn't given up any big plays just yet. Ritzer looking to pass. He's got Elias Keegan wide open at the 45. At the 40, he makes a guy miss to the 30, out to the 25, to the 20, and he loses the football at the end of the play.
I think he's down.
And they called it Roland Story football. Oh, man.
That was a halfback pass. It was Caleb Volk threw it.
Caleb Volk is down now in the Eagles' backfield. And Natalie has been our trainer out to go check on Caleb Volk. Also looks like one of our student managers. I think that is Chloe Voss. Or that may be Rachel Kekmarinsky. They don't have numbers on the trainers, so it's hard to see. All I could see was blonde hair going out there.
Maybe we should talk to him about that.
There's three blonde student athletic trainers, so it's hard to tell from which one it was. But from this distance, I should say. Say, if it was up close, I could tell you a lot better. And we got a Roland Story player down as well. But Jake, coming back to the play, I mean, a huge play for Elias Keegan there, and again, it's just been the story of the night for the Eagles. It feels like even when you found a little bit of momentum, things go awry.
Yeah, he was fighting for extra yards, had 3 guys on him, and just they taught to punch the ball.
Yeah.
They did a good job.
All right, it was Rachel. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Now that she's got a little bit closer, I could see the face a little bit, and I know that there's Rachel. Caleb is off the field. He's good to go. Gavin Jeter was also down in a Pella Motors timeout for Roland Story. He's good to go. He's off the field now. We're set to resume play. Roland Story football with 1:26 to go in the third quarter. They lead at 32-7 over Pella Christian. Willis back to pass. He'll actually take that back. He's going to hand it off to Cody Long. He's going to spin off one set of tacklers. Finally wrestled down at the 24-yard line. A gain of 6 for Long. And again, I mean, the Eagles were in the right spot. They did everything right, and still just was not enough to get them down where they originally stopped the momentum. Bengals Home Story Insta Radio update. Indianola has taken a 21-7 lead over Norwalk with 11:53 to go in the fourth quarter. Willis back to pass. Quick fire to Logan Smith. And he'll get plenty for the first down out to the 34-yard line. Gain of 10 and another opportunity. Roland Story going to move the sticks here. The clock will run 35 seconds. The Norsemen will have to run one more play in the third quarter. But right now it's been all Roland Story here against this Pella Christian squad. Another Bengals Home Story Instant Radio update. Centerville 28, Knoxville 14 at halftime. That was our only 7:30 kickoff game tonight. Handoff going to go to Cody Long, and no one's going to touch him. Retzert trying to run him down, and that time he finally catches him at the 30. And I take that back. That wasn't even Long. That was Brody Long, not Cody Long. Brody Long all the way out to the 29-yard line. That will end the third quarter. Roland Story just continued to control the line of scrimmage here. Pella Christian trailing 32-7 as we go to the fourth quarter of play. And we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back here on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
Randall Roofing is proud to sponsor the Raise the Roof moment of the game.
35, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Landon Nunakoven, our Randall Roofing, raise the roof moment of the game, 75 yards.
Randy Jarzombic here, owner of Randall Roofing. Randall Roofing is your full-service roofing and gutter contractor specializing in replacements, new construction, and repairs in South Central Iowa. We partner with Certainty to elevate your home's protection using industry-leading technologies.
Mom and Dad are going to love this. Pingle's Home Store has appliances now. Refrigerators, washers, dryers, everything for our house. And Pingle's still has the best stuff for kitchens, bathrooms, living rooms, and bedrooms too. New appliances and the same great service. Awesome!
Now at Pingle's Home Store, top brand appliances, refrigerators, washers, dryers, and more. Pingle's Home Store is now your appliance headquarters too.
All right, here we go. Welcome back on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. Roland Story marching the ball down the field here against this Eagles defense. Eagles have just had no answers for anything the Norsemen have wanted to do tonight. On the opposite side of the ball, outside of that first defensive possession, it's been all Roland Story since the opening 2 minutes of the game. It's 32-7. Roland Story to start the fourth quarter here. As we see a little bit more of the other long running back, Brady Long. He's going to get another carry. He's going to be spun down right at around the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him just shy of the 20, which will be just outside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone, but it's close enough. We're going to put it in the red zone because tip of the ball looks like it's on the 20.
Yeah, I think right now, for Pella Christian, you need to just win your battle. Win your battle. Play some team football, win your battle, and let's just not worry about the score and worry about the next play.
Exactly right. So, Roland Story. Willis going to hand off to Brady Long, and Landon Nunnikoven is there. Tackle's made look just on the other side of the 20-yard line. I don't think he got quite to the full 19.
Oh, they're going to give it to him.
I don't think they are. It looks like they're going to rule him short.
Okay, he's about a half yard.
Yeah, good.
The linesman down here was signaling, move the chains.
Yeah, and the other two officials were like, let's hold up on that. And the run coming here for the Norsemen, going to be handed off to Brady Long. He'll have the first down this time. That's about the 36 or 37 yard, or the 16 or 17 yard line. I don't know where I got the 30. Week 1. Blame it on week 1.
Week 1, fourth quarter.
Yeah, week 1, fourth quarter, 10:45 to go in the fourth. Pella Christian trailing 32-7 to Roland Story.
Adam Kakmarinski coming in, playing linebacker.
Yeah, going to give Wyatt Bonnet a break. Handoff going to go back to Brady Long to the left side. He'll get it down to the 10-yard line, or the 11-yard line, they're going to say. That'll be a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 upcoming for the Norsemen. 10:06 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's Roland Story 32, Pella Christian 7.
Long the ball carrier, tackled by Kakmarinski.
Adam Kakmarinski able to bring down Brady Long. I would imagine Cody Long's night is done at this point, barring something unforeseen. How about this and a Pingles Home Store Instant Radio update? Newton coming all the way back, tying up 28-28 with Carlisle in the fourth quarter. I think in the fourth quarter anyways. Doesn't have a time on it, but Newton playing strong football in the second half here. Brady Long slipped under one tackle to fall forward for a yard to the 11-yard line from the 12. So it's a gain of 1. It'll make it 3rd down and about, let's see, 4 yards? 5 yards maybe?
5.5 maybe.
Yeah, as I say, somewhere in that ballpark. So there's too many bodies standing in the way of where the actual stick is on the yard lines over there. Can't see it perfectly. Dorsey's kind of in the way.
You don't have the glare too, as I do.
Yeah, I know. Well, Thorson makes a better door than a window on that far side of the field. But snap was low to Willis, and he will fall on it. Adam Kakmarinski doing a nice job to go over the top of him here. So the Eagles get the 3rd down stop. Norsemen will likely go for this still on 4th down.
This is a big play for Pella Christian, just to get some momentum, to get some things going for next week.
Yeah, it feels like this. I mean, there's been a lot of must-stops, but we'll give it another urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center here, because the Eagles really, really need this one. Roland Story going to line up to throw it here. Willis is back to pass. He's looking underneath. He threw it right into the chest of Garrett Wheelard, who will be brought down at the 36-yard line, right in between I shouldn't even say right in between the numbers. He's only got a single digit on this year, but it hit Garrett Wheelard square in the chest. He said thank you and brought it out for a nice return. We'll see if maybe that gets Pella Christian going here a little bit.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Garrett, staying in his spot, playing his good assignment of football. Maybe this will have a little bit of momentum going in. We just need to string some plays together. I don't think we've had 3 or 4 plays together since about the first or early second quarter.
Yeah, it's been a long time for the Eagles offense to sustain a drive. Handoff's going to go to Landon Nunnikoven. He burst out of a hole. He's got enough for well more than a first down. Gained about 14 yards there out to the 49. That's Landon's best run of the night, as Gage Dinner, I believe that is Gage Dinner, is kind of hobbled. That's going to bring out Corbin Russ. play a tackle spot as Belzer is a little bit gimpy with what appears to be a cramp in that hamstring area.
Now let's see if Pella Christian can get some plus plays here. We've struggled to be consistent. With play clock's running down, I think they're gonna have to call a timeout.
4 seconds. 2, 1. Ritzer just got it off, hands it off to Landon Nunakoven. Bounces his way across midfield up to the 47-yard line for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 upcoming for Pella Christian. 7:07 to go in the fourth quarter. 32-7 is our score. In Pingle's Home Store Instant Radio Update, 26-7. Pella leads Ballard after 3. And Ritzer looking to throw. He's got Garrett Wheeler in the flat across the 40. It's going to be an Eagles first down here. Pella Christian starting to find a little momentum offensively here.
Yeah, this is what they really needed what we needed to see. They needed to get some success. That's 3 or 4 plays in a row with plus yardage and good execution.
Yeah, 6:27 to go in the ball game. Ritzer setting up the offense here. 15 on the play clock. It's going to be 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, a tight end to the left, and a running back to the left. Ritzer back to pass. They're trying to set up a screen, and it's to Caleb Volk. Volk brought down almost immediately, though, after making the catch right at just about a yard beyond the line of scrimmage. Looked like something didn't get executed right there.
Yeah, if that was a screen, there was no lineman in front of him. So I don't know. I'm not sure what happened there because there's 4 guys waiting for Caleb.
So 2nd and 9 for Pella Christian as we're under the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Handoff goes to Landon Nunakoven. He made 1 guy miss. Bounces up to the 33-yard line. Make it a gain of 5 for Nunakoven. Make it 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that was a nice run by Landon to get to a nice and manageable 3rd down.
Well, 5:13 now to go in the ball game. Pella Christian trails at 32-7. Ritzer going to roll to his left. He's looking. He's going to fire it deep for Riley Vincent. And Vincent, I think, kind of stopped running, and Ritzer overshot there. And we've got another player down cramping, and a Pella Motors timeout coming up here for the injured secondary player for the Norsemen. There's pass full incomplete there to Riley Vincent. So both teams will head to the sidelines here, and that gives us time to look at our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard and do all the things we do here. First off, we got to mention you're listening to Pella Christian Football, powered by Bank Iowa on 82.1 FM KRLS, Knoxville, Pella Newton, and KRLS HD1, Knoxville, Pella Newton. And then our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard, Pella 26, Ballard 7 at the end of the third quarter. Indianola leads Norwalk in the fourth quarter, 21-7. Knoxville trails Centerville 28-14 at halftime. Newton and Carlisle are tied up at 28-28. I believe that is in the second half. I don't know which quarter that is. Did not get word on that one, but Newton and Carlisle, in a battle there. That's the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard.
That's a big penalty. Who's it on?
Fourth down, encroachment against Roland Story will give Pella Christian a free first down. Another Pingles Home Store radio update. Carlisle has regained a 35-28 lead over Newton. Again, not sure when that is, but encroachment against Roland Story gives Pella Christian a free first down here with 5:02 to play in the contest, fresh off of that Pella Motors timeout. Game reset wired by Center Point Electric for Pella Christian. They have 7, Roland Story 32. Just over 5 minutes to play in the game. The Eagles have the ball 1st and 10 inside the 30 now of Roland Story. Ritzer rolling out to his left. He's using the arm to pump fake as he runs it into the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. Brecken Ritzert's legs continue to be the dominant thing on this Eagles offense up to the 14-yard line. A solid gain of 13 yards for Brecken Ritzert gives Pella Christian another first down. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Again, we mentioned the legs of Breck and Richard have been the strong suit tonight for the Eagles. I believe that run should put him over 100 yards on the night. Double checking my...
yeah, that's not updated yet.
As I say, double checking my math there, but it puts him just shy, I guess. But that one's going to take him back as the snap over his head. He has to fall on it.
Yeah, that's the shoot yourself in the foot. You're having a great drive, and just the execution is a big negative play.
Yeah, you had first
loss of 11.
You had first and goal from the 15-yard line, and you had all the momentum built up there, and then the high snap sends you back to the 26, and you got second down and 21. So you're going to put 4 receivers out to the right. Wheeler, Volk, Dunakoven, Vincent, Keegan all by himself to the left. Ritzert back to pass. It was a double move, but did not have anything for Keegan right away because he had pressure.
It's going to be a holding.
As Ritzert got to the sideline and had gotten us back to the original line of scrimmage. But a hold on the Eagles will push us back even further. It'll be second down and 31. .358 to play in the ball game. Second and 31 upcoming for this Eagles offense.
Needs to be a little less than that just because it was from the spot. It was a little bit downfield.
Okay, that will help.
We'll see. By about 5 yards, I think.
Let's see. The ball has been spotted at the 34. So it'll be second and 29.
2 yards.
There we go. Hey, 2 yards is 2 yards.
Exactly.
You know what? I'll take an extra 2 yards. That's every little bit counts. So Ritzert here on second and 29. He'll be back to pass. He's looking. He fires. He finds Riley Vincent and able to get it up to about the 15-yard line. Nice strike gets us back into the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone.
Get it back to the rigid line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so it'll be third and 10. Great job there on second and 29 to get you at least within. I mean, you normally don't consider third and 10 manageable, but a lot more manageable than it could be. Bengals Home Store Instant Radio update. Indianola 21, Norwalk 14, 4:54 to go in the fourth quarter. A 69-yard touchdown pass from James Hatlevig to Luke Brewer. Ritzert in the backfield with Nunakoven. Wheeler going to go in motion to the left. Ritzert looking for a double move. Nothing doing there. Ritzert is searching. Has nobody open. He makes a couple guys miss. Is able to slide down inside the 10. But again, just nothing. I mean, nothing in the passing game for Ritzert to find there. And he tucks it and runs. We got another Pella Motors timeout for a player cramping for Roland Story. It's going to give some time to consider what you want to do here on fourth down and short now, because that'll make it fourth and...
About 4?
Yeah, 4th and 4 is what I was going to say, from about the 8.5. No, it's going to be 4th and 3 because they moved this up a little bit there to the 8-yard line. When we were looking at it, it was 4, and then looked like the side judge over there maybe took a step forward and was able to spot us an extra yard.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Like I said, every little bit helps.
I think this is another, not to say it again, but another huge play. If we can get a score here, get a first down, get some momentum, get some things going in the right direction.
Yeah, that was Chance Georges, who was down for Roland Story. Eagles offense still on the sidelines, talking things over. Play clock has started. So there's 16 seconds for Pella Christian to line up. Oh, they reset the play clock, so good to go there. And we've got a battle going on here. We've got Newton and Carlisle, 35-35 as Ritzert, I think, had to pick up the snap there. I don't think it was a great snap, if I'm not mistaken there, Jake, and was set way backwards and
yeah, he didn't have any time.
Didn't have anything. So the Eagles have another successful drive, stalling out in the red zone. Roland Story will take over on downs with 2:36 to play. And that was likely the last time the Eagles see the football. Applying a quick 3 and out here, but I would imagine Roland Story coaches are going to hold up and milk every second of this clock as of right now.
Yeah, and you're going to see a dose of whoever's in the backfield. Probably that Brady Long. Is that the next one that was in there?
Yep. Brady Long, I would imagine, is who we'll see a heavy dose of. I guess Carlisle and Newton are tied at 35-35 going into the fourth quarter. So a lot to still play for there. Handoff will go to Brady Long. He'll fall forward for a yard up to the 9. Maybe a yard 2. Somewhere between a yard or 2, but 2nd and 8 or 9 coming up here for Roland Story. 2:17 to go in the game. The Norsemen lead Pella Christian 32-7. We'll see if Roland Story slows things down here. They're up to the line pretty quickly here and rolling quickly. They're letting the clock run a little bit here.
It's a little hard on those linemen to stay down in that stance for that long.
I know. That's what kind of surprised me. That's why I thought maybe they're not going to.
Oh, nice play.
Brady Long immediately met at the 5-yard line there by number 50, Hunter Vanderlinden for Pella Christian. He was untouched right there, too long in the backfield. That's a loss of, call it 3, back to the 6-yard line, maybe the 7. But 3rd and long for Roland Story here, 1:26 to go in the ball game. So maybe the Eagles get one more shot to see the football.
Nope, didn't get it off.
Delay of game here against Roland Story. We'll move them back half the distance to the goal. So move them from the 6-yard line back to the 3. Again, Roland Story with the football. 1:05 to go in the game. Clock is now stopped due to the penalty. Play clock will roll on. Snap, and it's a pass to no one. And 2 guys, Hayden Jansen and I think it was number 27, Brody Kilsofty. I think that's how you say it. I asked the radio person for Roland Story. He wasn't quite sure how to say it either, so that made me feel a little bit better. But incomplete pass stops the clock with 1:02 left, and I guess the Eagles will get the ball back after forcing a quick 3 and out here. So who's back there to return that?
I think it's Hudson Ritzert.
Hudson Ritzert going to go back deep.
I think 18.
Return.
Is that right? I can't
say it. Look, that sounds right.
He came. I saw him.
Look, that's Ritzert.
Yeah, because Brecken came. He came in for Brecken on the last series at safety.
Yeah, and it looks like his lead blocker will be Trey Steinkamp. So Roland Story going to punt this one from their own end zone. Punt is away. Hudson Ritzert will catch it just beyond the 35, but not much running room there for him is Cody Long. Who else? There to make the play at the 34-yard line. Is it Hudson's birthday? I just hear happy birthday being sung down here by the student section. I don't know if let's say this is stuff I need to know so I can, join in on the fun.
Yeah, I didn't catch who it was, who they were singing to.
I was say I was guessing Hudson just because he caught the ball out there, but I don't really know. Nobody brought me in the loop on that, Jake.
I think we got some talk to the student leaders there.
Yeah, I see Devin Runner down there. That's who I'll go search out after the game and be like, hey, why is nobody filling me in on the fun things we're going to do down there? We're close enough. We can participate in this stuff too, right, Jake?
Exactly.
I mean, we're having some fun here. Week 1 of the football season, 55 seconds to go. The Pella Christian offense will retake the field. Looking to find that momentum again to finish this week 1 matchup on a positive note, build some momentum going into next week's matchup over at Pleasantville against the longtime rival Trojans. Ritzert going to take the snap. It's going to be a run to the left for Ritzert, and just nothing doing there for him. He lost the football, but was ruled down, so Eagles will retain possession after a gain of 4 yards. No, sorry, 2 yards. Just stuck the coach and the referee over there. The gray shirt versus the white and black stripes from a distance can look the same. The Eagles are going to take a Pella Motors timeout here to get set up because they want to work on some things offensively here. In 28 seconds to play in this contest here.
Yeah, I mean, I think this game, to be honest, was probably a little closer than the score. We shot ourselves in the foot at least 3 drives.
Yep.
Our defense needs to clean up some things. Their offense was clicking. Their running game was amazing. I think they have over 600 yards of offense.
Yeah, I mean once they got long going, it really changed this game.
Yeah, and then we had to sell out for the run, leave our defense on an island out there, and they capitalized on it. I think there's a lot of good things going forward that they can carry into next week. And as a coach, you always say, hey, this is a journey. Let's get a little bit better every day, every game, and that's all you can ask for.
Exactly right. So the Eagles will come back out here with 28 seconds to play in the game. They trail Roland Story 32-7. The winner has been determined here in this one, but the Eagles going to try to build that momentum as Ritzer going to fire deep to the end zone. And touchdown! Caleb Volk. Ritzer with passing touchdown number 1 finds Caleb Volk. There's that momentum you need going into next week as Ritzer with the long ball to Volk, who's able to drag the feet at the back of the end zone, get the Eagles back on the scoreboard with 20 seconds to play.
That was a great pitch and catch. I mean, that was a 35, 40-yard throw and he was moving on a dime to Caleb, and Caleb drug his feet in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, just a phenomenal play by Caleb Volk. Gets the Eagles back on the scoreboard here as the kicking unit will step out there to let Dallas Ford do the kicking duties. So 32-13 is the score at the moment as Dallas Ford will look to add his second extra point of the season. Snap, hold, kick, good. Dallas Ford puts the Eagles score of 14.
No, he missed it.
Oh, he missed it? He was wide?
I think he was wide.
I was about to say, it was plenty strong.
Plenty strong. I think he pulled it.
Okay, I was about to say, I thought it looked like it went right down the middle.
I saw Dallas turn around, grab his face mask, and then I looked at the referee, and he signaled no good. My angle is terrible here, so I couldn't tell where it went. But
yeah, it was like, it looked, for me, I thought I saw the goalpost go in front of it, but, as we said, Jake, it's very possible. I'm wrong a lot, so I will admit that I'm wrong a lot. But so 32-13. Bengals home store and radio update. Indianola with a huge touchdown makes it 28-14 over Norwalk with 3:04 to play in the fourth quarter. That one feels like it's going to be a backbreaker for Norwalk.
Yeah, it's kind of a surprising score from what I understand. I was listening to the KNI KRLS pregame, and they thought Norwalk was going to kind of run away with it.
Indianola lost some players who had played quite a bit last year, and so it was kind of one of those things we weren't quite sure what you were going to have out of Indianola this year, but Coach Kluver's squad appears to be plenty strong. Another Pingles home store Insta radio update. Newton has stormed all the way back, taking a 42-35 lead over Carlisle in the fourth quarter. A high-scoring affair there was a 64-yard touchdown pass from Caden Client to Quan Coley. Dallas Ford's going to attempt the kickoff here for the Eagles from the 40 with 20 seconds to play. 32-13, the Eagles trail. And Ford will send this one away. It'll be fair caught at the 10-yard or at the 11-yard line with 18 seconds. I would imagine we're going to see some sort of time-wasting play here. So tough opening week here for Pella Christian. We'll break it down here with post-game coverage coming up in just a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to kneel it.
Yep, kneel down's coming for Roland Story to end it. They should only have to kneel it once, and they will do just that. Roland Story will take the knee. That will be your final score. Pella Christian falling to Roland Story here in week 1, 32-13. Against the Norsemen. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with post-game coverage when we return on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
As the leaves fall and temperatures drop, make sure your home stays cozy with Vanderlinden Services, your York certified dealer. Our expert technicians ensure your furnace is ready for winter's chill. Schedule a tune-up today and enjoy peace of mind all season long. Call me, Austin Vanderlinden, at 641-780-0193 to schedule an appointment, or visit vanderlindenservices.com. Stay warm with York. Stay confident with Vanderlinden Services. The best for the job.
Is insurance just a monthly payment to you? If so, remember why it's really there, to protect the life you love. I'm Gretchen Schrock, your country financial rep here in Indianola, Iowa. I care about the people of Warren County, and I'll take the time to get to know you so I can help protect you and your family. Choose a company that sees you as more than just a policy number. When you work with me in Country Financial, you'll get more out of your insurance. More personalized home, auto, and small business coverage, more guidance without all the industry jargon, and more confidence that a real person will show up if something goes wrong. Call at 515-223-7837.
Hi, this is Heather with Mama Maids. Tired of never-ending chores that eat up your free time? Mama Maids Cleaning Services is here to help. Our professional team takes the stress out of cleaning so you can focus on what really matters. From sparkling kitchens to spotless bathrooms, we do it all with care and attention to detail. So give us a call today or visit mamamaids.com. Mama Maids will clean it up and leave your home shining.
Tomorrow. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, as we have for over 100 years. So you can look forward to it too. Through growth and innovation, we are planning ahead, so you can enjoy life without looking back. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Talk to an agent today or visit GrinnellMutual.com. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Phil Hemming and the team at BSN Sports are in it for the heart of the game.
At the heart of the game, we want the coaches to coach and the players to be able to play and the parents to be able to cheer, and let BSN do everything else, like handle everything else. And so if you're a coach, you're stressed out, you're a program director, you're an athletic director, and you don't know where to get equipment, give us a call. Let us help you out. Let us help you find what you need.
Get started today by emailing phemming@bsnsports.com.
There's a place in downtown Pella that takes you right into the heart of Amsterdam. A beautiful brick walk featuring a winding canal, a working drawbridge, and Dutch architecture providing a classic old world atmosphere. Welcome to the Molengraat. The Molengraat is home to some of Pella's finest lodging at the Amsterdam Hotel, dining with Liberty Street Kitchen and Oriental Express, Beautiful You Salon, Pella Nail Salon, the Pella Window and Door Showroom, and many service businesses. You can even take in a movie at Pella Cinemas. Good luck to our local sports teams from the Molengraat in Pella.
Are you a Pella Cooperative Electric member? Grab your keys and head over to the co-op on Saturday, September 13th for our Member Appreciation Drive-Thru Barbecue. The Marion County Cattlemen will be grilling up top-notch hamburgers and hot dogs from locally sourced beef. Stop by anytime between 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. or until supplies last. We'll also be giving away bill credits on our Facebook page the week of the event, so watch our page for details. We'll see you on Saturday, September 13th. Owned by those we serve, we are Pella Cooperative Electric.
At home instead, our adaptable care plans give you the confidence of personalized help that's with you throughout your day, even though we know there are plenty of things you'll still want to fly solo on, like finishing your daily Sudoku, or trying Aqua Zumba, or watching baseball, also known as hogging the remote. We'll provide companionship when you need it and space when you don't, all with a smile from qualified, compassionate caregivers matched to you. Visit Home Instead online for a better what's next.
Thinking about a job at Vermeer? Our training team wants to set you up for success. Jeremy trains our new welding team members.
Our weld training program is about 50% weld lab time and 50% classroom time. In the classroom, we focus in on blueprint reading, interpreting weld symbols and blueprints. I also like to really focus in on some of the science behind welding.
Start the search for your career at Vermeer by visiting vermeerjobs.com.
Pella Car Care has been a part of the community since 1994, providing milestone mileage checks, oil changes, brake repairs, and more on all foreign and domestic vehicles. AIC certified technicians at Pella Car Care attend continuous ongoing training to build the skills to solve any and all electronic and mechanical needs. Scheduling is easy online at PellaCarCare.com with delivery and pickup services available. Pella Car Care wishing good luck to our area teams this season.
Welcome back here on 92.1 KRLS to post-game coverage of Pella Christian football. They fall 32-13 to Roland story. We're going to take another quick timeout. We'll follow up with more post-game coverage of Pella Christian football when we return on 92.1 KRLS and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
Hi, this is Brian Zonley with Two Rivers Cooperative. There are several places around town that you can go to get a new bottle of propane for your grill. But have you ever read the fine print? Most of those places only give you a 15-pound fill. At Two Rivers, we always fill your tank to maximum capacity, which means you'll get 20% more LP. And when your favorite steak is still cooking on the grill and the in-laws are waiting to eat, you'll really appreciate that extra 20%. Refill your tank at Two Rivers Co-op today.
The home and field advantage. Two Rivers Co-op.
ATI Group was formed with one mission in mind, creating community through residential and commercial real estate development. Through current projects in Pella, like Prairie Ridge West, the courtyards at Prairie Ridge, and Timberview, ATI Group strives to create communities that people love. With ambition, teamwork, and integrity as their guiding principles, ATI Group is a trusted real estate developer throughout Iowa. Learn more about their Pella projects at atirealty.com.
What do great painting results look like? At Spain Painting, it's a flawless finish that stands the test of time. Hi, I'm Levi Spain, and our team delivers bold, clean, professional results inside and out. Crisp lines, smooth walls, colors that elevate your space and hold up for years. Whether it's a home makeover or a fresh look for your business, we're focused on results that you'll love every time you walk through the door. Spain Painting in Pella. Experience, quality, results.
This is Dr. Bradley Haggerty from Prairie City and Colfax Dental Services. Our general dental practice is a family-friendly, patient-centered office. Our core values are caring, kindness, and teamwork. We look forward to welcoming you to our practice. We provide all phases of dentistry, from children's dentistry and orthodontics to IV sedation and wisdom tooth removal. Learn more about us at colfaxdentalservices.com or 515-674-4466. We look forward to seeing you.
Nearly 3,000 homes in Pella are enjoying 1 gig of fast, reliable fiber internet from Pella Fiber. Why not you? It's only $75 a month with no contract, no installation fees, no data caps, and no throttling. And if there's ever an issue with your service, Pella Fiber is a local utility with local employees to get it fixed quickly. Make the switch today and join the nearly 3,000 homes in Pella getting a gig for just $75 a month by going to PellaFiber.com.
It's a new school year, and we couldn't be more excited to welcome students back into the buildings at Pella Community Schools.
We encourage you to take an active role in your child's education. Ask them questions about their day. Be curious and take an interest in what they're learning. Stay in contact with your students' teachers and attend conferences so they can keep you updated.
It's going to be another great school year. Thank you for all that you do for your students to help make Pella Community Schools a place where we can prepare everyone to learn, lead, and achieve.
Hi, I'm Kevin Halterman, President and CEO of People's Bank.
All right, welcome back here on 92.1 KRLS to postgame coverage of Pella Christian football. We'll wrap up tonight's final stats presented by the Verduft Agency. Unfortunately, not so friendly for the Eagles here on the box score. Got exited out. Not sure what happened there, but we got to get back into that. There we go. There we go. So the story of the game was Roland's story as a team and their offense keeping Pella Christian at bay. Look at the individual numbers. Brecken Ritzert, 10 for 21 passing for 109 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Caleb Volk was 1 for 1 for 44 yards. Ritzert on the ground, 18 rushes for 94 yards. Landon Nenikoven, 9 rushes for 33 yards. Caleb Volk, 1 carry for 10 yards. Adam Kekmarinsky, 2 carries for 9 yards. Caleb Volk receiving was the leading receiver, 4 catches for 59 yards and a touchdown. Elias Keegan had 1 catch for 44 yards. Garrett Wheeler, 3 catches for 24 yards. Riley Vincent, 2 catches for 24 yards. Landon Nenikoven, 1 catch for 2 yards in that contest. For Roland Story, Colin Willis, 14 of 27 for 336 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Cody Long was the difference in this game, 15 rushes for 134 yards. Jake Knoll, 11 rushes for 99 yards. Brady Long, 8 rushes for 54 yards. Aiden Fry and Jake Rogers each had 1 carry for 1 yard. Rogers added a touchdown to that mark. Willis had 3 carries for negative 23 yards on sacks. Luke Dorson was the leading receiver, 6 catches for 142 yards and 2 touchdowns. Aiden Fry added a catch for 86 yards and a touchdown. Logan Smith added 4 catches for 56 yards and a touchdown. Trevor Britton, 1 catch for 24 yards. Cody Long, 1 catch for 17 yards. Jake Knoll, 1 catch for 11 yards. 1 target for Brody Kilsofty. And those are your final stats for the team perspective. Trying to find where those went. There they are. Roland Story, 24 first downs to Pella Christian's 13. Third down efficiency, Roland Story was 6 of 14. Pella Christian, 3 of 16. Total yards, Roland Story racks up 602 yards to Pella Christian's 311. 336 yards through the air, 266 yards on the ground for Roland Story, 40 rushing attempts for the Norsemen, 30 for Pella Christian, 6.7 yards per rushing attempt for the Norsemen. That is tonight's final stats presented by the Verduft Agency. Let Chad Lancer and Larry examine your stats and customize an insurance plan for you. The Verduft Agency providing complete courteous service to the Pella area for nearly 100 years. We'll take a quick time out. We'll have Rich Kekmarinsky joining us here on Eagles postgame after this on 82.1 KRLS.
The Young Door Service in Pella is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of Pick'em for another award-winning fall of Football Friday nights on KNIA and KRLS. And the Guru is looking to get back to the top of the standings again this year. Play along and pick the winners every Friday on Twitter. Then tune in during the Football Friday Night radio preview show to hear us pick the winners. Enjoy live play-by-play of your favorite team. Then listen to the scoreboard show to hear how we all did.
Hi, this is Kurt DeYoung. We're the gurus of garage doors, the Young Door Service in Pella.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask me, Chad Klein, at the Verduff Agency in Pella, if auto owners make sense for you.
Hungry for great food and good times? Come to Murph & Mary's Pub right inside Legacy Plaza here in Newton. Come on in for lunch and try our handcrafted, crowd favorite Reuben-style Dick Special, or build your own with our fresh, flavorful toppings. But we're more than just amazing pizza. Join us for our Tuesday trivia nights, or stop in for happy hour with $1 off all beers and seltzers, or enjoy a $5 Bloody Mary that always hits the spot. Great pizza, great people, great vibes. Murph & Mary's Pub, Newton's hometown hangout.
Welcome back here one final time to Eagles post-game coverage on 82.1 KRLS. With our continuing coverage of Iowa High School athletics, we're joined now by head coach of the Pella Christian football team, Rich Kekmarinsky, following a 32-13 loss to Roland Story. Coach, we talked about it a little bit before. Great start for the guys, just unfortunately the momentum shifted hands and just not quite able to regain control of it.
Yeah, it was definitely a tale of momentum. You know, obviously we started the game exactly how we wanted to. Had a good kickoff return. Had a nice play. Brecken made a nice run. And then offensively, I wouldn't say we went dry there, but we definitely did not punctuate the drives the way we needed to. We were inside the – our red zone offense really struggled. We were inside the 24 times and did not score. So, we scored two of those times, I think particularly in the first half, and going to halftime with a lead. I think that really changes the complexion of the game. So, defensively, I thought we kind of got down on our dauber a little bit after you talked about – once we turned the ball over on downs, then defensively, I thought we kind of gave up a little bit. Gave up a strong term, but our intensity lessened, and then they were able to start running the football on us.
Well, one thing that I want to just come back and touch on, because you talked about some stallouts in the red zone there, and one of the things that I know we talked about yesterday was the execution, and the other one was the trenches was going to be the key to this game. And it felt like early on, your guys hung in there and held up pretty well in the trenches, and it kind of felt like as we got into the middle first quarter, second quarter, it felt like maybe some of their size, allowed them to execute and, kind of control the line of scrimmage a little bit. How do you kind of view the way that battle went between the offensive and defensive lines tonight and some of those execution things?
No, I agree. I thought that they really controlled the line of scrimmage, which allowed them to control the ball game and control the ball. So, we got to get better on both sides of the line of scrimmage. I thought offensively we really struggled to finish our blocks. I thought we had some good contact. We did not get good movement on our finishing block, and then defensively we got to play better with our hands. We got to get off blocks better and rally to the ball.
And while we talk about that, we got to give a lot of credit to the running back there, Cody Long. He was phenomenal. Very shifty running back. He was hard to get on the ground, even when your guys were in position to necessarily make plays. And, they had a lot of talent in that backfield that was able to just make some guys miss as well, even when it felt like there were plays where they were in position to make a great play.
Well, I think, they have a nice backfield. I'll give tip my hat to Roland Story. They had a nice team. They did a nice job. I think I had a really good game plan. They brought pressure defensively, did a nice job of kind of getting us off balance with their pressure, and we didn't have a lot of answers for that, which was my fault. So we're going to study this film. We're going to get better. We still have the makings of a good football team, but to your point, we did not control the line of scrimmage well enough on either side to control the football and particularly get some of those high intensity conversions like on third and fourth down, which we needed down in the red zone.
Well, when you talk about that, just trying to make those changes from next week, because we talk about it. It doesn't get any easier. We're looking at scores through the contest tonight, and Pleasantville is a high-powered offense, which you already knew. I know that here in week one, I think they're already approaching a 50-point game by the time we're talking here against Linville-Sully. You know that they're a high-powered team. On the defensive side of the ball, too, they can run it, they can throw it. How do you guys go about just making those necessary adjustments for those teams that, can do a little bit of both and do it at a high level?
Well, honestly, we got to get back. We got to get back to the basics. We did not block well enough. We did not tackle well enough. We got to have some more answers in the passing game, both pass defense and pass offense. So we got a lot of work to do. I thought I had a couple of special team highlights tonight. And again, it wasn't like we were horrible offensively. We did move the football. We were not able to terminate and punctuate with touchdowns, which we needed to do. So I think if we had scored a second time there in the first quarter, or if we would have scored a second time in the second quarter, I think the complexion of the game would have changed tremendously.
And again, we're talking to head coach of the Pella Christian football team, Rich Kekmarinsky, after their loss on season opening night to Roland Story. And I wanted to get the kind of negative things out of the way early on because I wanted to end on the positives because there was a lot of positives. One thing that it felt like I really saw tonight was Brecken Ritzert take a huge step forward as a runner, not just as a passer. He had a good night passing the ball too, but really kind of was able to showcase the legs as well, especially on that opening play for the 68-yard touchdown run, but then also just making some guys miss as well.
Well, we knew, he's a tremendous athlete. He's he's 6'2", 210. He runs well. He's strong. We're definitely going to feature him in the run game. I thought he did some nice things in the passing game. We just got to get our timing with the rest of his receivers to kind of dialed in. Had some nice throws to Caleb Volk. Caleb was continuing to shine. We need to, bring the rest of our guys along, which I think we will. Yes, Brecken's is a bright spot about our offense. And, I'm still encouraged by our offensive line. We didn't finish things well tonight, but I'm still hopeful. I still believe that this is a nice group, and we just got to keep working with them.
And you beat me to two of those guys with Volk in the offensive line. Still a young group with that offensive line, too, looking at that squad there. But, another couple guys to highlight. Landon Nunnikov, I know you look at the stat sheet, and it wasn't maybe the fanciest of numbers coming away from tonight's game, but a lot of hard-fought runs, a lot of, great block set, and Adam Kekmerinsky comes in and spells him in the second half, and it felt like he kind of provided some sparks, especially in the return game. Also had a couple of nice runs there as well. Some promising things coming out of the backfield here from night one as well.
Yeah, I thought Landon did some real nice things for us. He's been such a hard worker, a hard runner, a good athlete. And I thought Adam did a nice job coming in and doing some things, both on kickoff return and also offensively. So, yeah, a lot of things we can build around. And so the cupboard's not bare. We got some horses there. We just gotta work on our blocking, work on our timing, and we're gonna be okay.
And one guy got a highlight on the defense, too, because he was pretty disruptive throughout that contest. Tyson Vanderlinden came in. I know, looking at that starting lineup, you told me he was going to come in and kind of give his brother some spells there. Felt like he, they've carved out a nice little role for himself there on the defensive line, getting into the backfield a couple times, disrupting some plays. Nearly had a fumble recovery at one point in the contest as well.
Yeah, Tyson's been a bright spot. He's really been coming on. We did a nice job in the scrimmage last week. We had planned to play him quite a bit defensively tonight, which we did, and he's got a motor. He just keeps coming. So he's got a bright future even this year. I mean, I think we're going to see a very much improved Tyson as he just keeps getting more reps and getting better.
And one thing, Coach, that's really nice right now, mind gets to totally reset. It's on to Pleasantville and focused up there. What was kind of the message to the guys about just making that transition, not letting this one linger into next week, making sure that it's a fresh slate come tomorrow, ready to go for Pleasantville?
Well, I think we got to come as a coaching staff. We got to look at the film, study our mistakes, get a great game plan for Pleasantville, and get back to work on Monday.
Coach, appreciate the time. Best of luck going into next week. Looking forward to talking with you again this upcoming week.
Thanks, Tyler.
Absolutely. That was Rich Kekmerinsky, head coach of the Pella Christian football team, following a 32-13 loss to Roland Story here in the season opener on 92.1 KRLS, powered by Hy-Vee. That'll do it for our coverage of Pella Christian football. We'll send it back to Clayton Sampson in the studio. Thank you for tuning in to me and Jake Fancher talking all sorts of nonsense in Pella Christian football tonight here as we make our way into the 2025 season. Back to Clayton Sampson in the studio to determine if we're going to get bonus coverage or